And a very pleasant good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Waltonville High School, home of the Spartans here in Waltonville, Illinois. We're just southwest of Mount Vernon off of 148. I'm Derek Dunn, Coach Matt McHugh alongside Alec Vaughn on camera. Thanks for joining us on Mule Nation, powered by RJ Marketing. Tonight's a non-conference battle between a 1A power and a 2A power. The Fairfield Mules on the road taking on the Waltonville Spartans. The Mules 2-2 overall of the campaign. Waltonville, they are 3-0. Coach, it's good to have you alongside here.
Great to be here, Derek. Thank you so much for coming on with me and letting me crash your party tonight.
It's all right, Coach.
It's been, it was great getting to be a part of the Mules last Saturday.
Yes.
And I know that I got to listen to a little bit of you doing our Lady Mules last night. We just watched the freshman Mules take care of business. I believe it was 56-49. They beat the freshman group from Waltonville, and I'm looking forward to a great evening.
Okay, well, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take a pause here. Stay tuned, dear. Mule Nation, powered by RJ Marketing.
When Justin, a local volunteer firefighter, needs one of the department's trucks serviced, he calls Cam, whose repair company keeps everything rolling. In turn, Justin helps keep Cam and all of the community safe. Together, they support each other. And Wayne White Electric Cooperative supports them and every member with safe and reliable power. It's why REMCs exist, and together it all works. Wayne White Electric Cooperative, 10,000 members, 11 counties, one very dependable utility.
At FNB, we're proud to serve our customers and our communities. In fact, we've been doing both since 1903. And that's why whether it's at the ball fields or the business luncheons, the tailgates or scholarship night, we're there, in the background and the front row, supporting the cause, supporting our neighbors, and investing in our home, dedicated to truly serving our region. FNB, banking, business, life.
Well, welcome back here to Waltonville High School. JV about to go underway between Fairfield and Waltonville Mules versus the Spartans. Live chat open, by the way, on Mule Nation. You can tell us where you're watching from already. Rachel saying go Mules, and Will saying go Fairfield Mules. Already 46 devices logged in, and we appreciate you guys very much. We're broadcasting live up here on the stage. Usually we're at courtside, but hey, it's still a great view nonetheless. Coach, you know, we saw this is the first look at JV this season.
This is my first look at JV. Some of these guys, I believe, have played with the varsity program, and I'm looking forward to it. It's always great to see the younger guys seeing the work that they put in as they continue to progress to get ready for that varsity level. That's what this is all about.
Well, Coach, you talked about the freshmen earlier and how, you know, pretty athletic bunch.
They were very athletic. You know, I got here, we saw most of just the second half, but they showed good team speed, really good at attacking the basket, the guards were, and they did some really good things, got lots of great steals, and ultimately what looked like the difference was the team speed. And we're about to get started here.
Coach, do you think that will carry over to the JV contest, or do you expect changes, though?
It depends personnel-wise. Now, I know Cruz Wells and Barner that have played for the varsity team, and they're both starting, and those are two boys with high motors with the best in the state. And so I would expect those guys to use their athleticism, but you never know. The Waltonville JV team may be able to match it.
Maybe so.
We start the tip. Cruz Wells has it. Dribbling away from us, setting up the offense. Harv Kaiser in the game as well. Another member of the varsity team just attacks the basket. Shot is no good, out of bounds. To Waltonville.
Really liked how the Mules attacked early.
Yes, they showed an intent from Kaiser at the high post right there, and then Fairfield's going straight into a full court press right off the bat. Ball handler right here for Waltonville, being pressed hard by Barner, who picks his pocket. Ball's on the floor, and we've got a jump ball.
You know, Michael Barner had a great football campaign, very athletic, very explosive athlete, and that time active hands by Barner.
Active hands. He's bigger than the ball carrier that he was guarding and just showed some physicality. We got a few Mules that played on this great football team that we had this year, right?
They do, yes. Barner being one of them.
Yeah, that's right.
Also,
ball is passed in now to Dees, guarded by Wells, and they are pressing out hard to half court. This is intense man-to-man early. Oh. Shot is up, no good. Rebound is being fought for. And we're going to have a traveling call. The Waltonville player secured the rebound and fell.
Yeah.
And it's a traveling call all the way. And Waltonville's going to press full court. This looks like a 2-2-1 press. Dribble straight up, no problems breaking that for Fairfield. Cruz Wells is at the free throw line, attacks, cuts through, finishes at the basket. Great body by Cruz Wells right there on the finish.
Yeah, nice move right there by Cruz, able to find that open seam and went for it.
Yes. Great attack right here from Waltonville. Runs out of room, runs into a Harv Kaiser, I should say. And he traveled. When he ran into him, he slid a little bit, and you can't do that. Back to the press goes Waltonville, up to the middle, kick it out to the outside, and Fairfield's just running textbook how to break the press. That's Ashton King, if I'm not mistaken, on the three-point shot. No good. Cruz Wells is fighting for the rebound. It's out of bounds, stays with Fairfield.
King was known for launching threes last season. Good three-point shooter. So you give me space, he will launch it.
Ball is passed into Kaiser here at the corner. He's dribbling in, spin move to the basket, and finishes. Strong move.
That's why I call him Hammer and Harv. That time he hammered his way in.
Is that his nickname? I got to get the nicknames down. And stolen inbounds pass from Fairfield again. Ashton King passes up on the shot, kicks it out. Three-point basket is good. That's number 24, Berg. Cooper Berg. Cooper is also who got the steal on the inbounds pass, and a quick timeout for Waltonville.
Take a break here. Mule Nation powered by RJ Marketing. Whether you're in the market for a pole barn or a timber frame home, leave the details to Walters Buildings. As the premier post frame builder in the Midwest, Walters Buildings uses only the highest quality materials and the most skilled craftsmen in the industry for a building experience that matches their award-winning buildings. Contact your local Walters Buildings representative at waltersbuildings.com to see what they do for you. Build with confidence. Build with Walters. Family owned since 1958.
And we are back. Fairfield is up 7-0 early on Waltonville. 5 minutes and 30 seconds left in the first quarter. Both teams have been full court pressing. Lots of intense defense, fast-paced. And it has benefited the Mules early in this game. Waltonville's having trouble getting it in. They get it in the corner. Cruz Wells is all over him. They get it in again, and that's going to be a reach-in foul on Ashton King.
Yeah, Mules being aggressive on defense here, Coach. We saw that on the offensive end.
Yes, attacking the basket, attacking the ball handler. Slowing down, we got a sub.
That's number 21.
21.
For Waltonville.
This is also a great opportunity when there's less at stake with these JV games to practice your full court man-to-man defense. You know, there's less at stake, right?
And this is the
Waltonville attacks the basket, and he's going to be fouled. See who they call that on. That's number 15 for Waltonville. That is Stewart.
Okay, that'd be on Barner. The foul was on him.
Yep. Yeah, Barner kind of went for the steal there, and the ball handler just crossed right by him, went straight to the basket. Got a foul. He's got 2 shots.
This is Waltonville's first JV contest of the season, too. So kind of seeing the debut of JV squads here tonight.
There's going to be some rust to knock off. First free throw is up and good. 7-1 now is the score with 5 minutes and 19 seconds left in the first quarter. This is Stewart at the line. Second shot is good. Like he's done it a million times. Quick inbounds pass to Cruz Wells is already across half court. To the right wing to King. He's dribbling towards the middle. Picks up his dribble. Back to the corner to Barner, who puts a head down full of steam and draws a foul.
I did not see who the foul was called on, Coach.
I did not either.
That was quick. They flashed the number so quick I didn't catch it. It's all right. It happens.
It happens.
Yeah. We don't have the main scoreboard either on our end, so that we're looking at.
Quick inbounds again to Wells. Directing traffic. Kaiser comes up, sets a ball screen. Wells loses the handle, picks it back up, crosses over, picks up his dribble. Entry pass to Kaiser, spin move, teardrop, and it is good. Little hook shot like we're turning the clock back from Kaiser. A great finish. 9-2, 4:43 left. Waltonville's looking in the post. Entry pass is read perfectly and picked off by Cruz Wells. And here we go back the other way. He attacks the basket, runs into a wall, spins, picks up his dribble, and looks like he just throws it out of bounds. They're going to say it's out of bounds off Fairfield. It's going to be Waltonville's ball. Michael Barner's going to go take a break. That's going to be number 4, Springmeyer, coming in for him.
Yes. Noah Springmeyer in for the Mules, number 4.
And Waltonville's drawing their own contact there. Bounce passes to 13 at the right wing. He's looking in the post. Both teams are looking like they want to play down low early. Point guard here from Waltonville is directing traffic himself. Between the legs, spin to the middle, falls over a defender, ball's on the ground, picked up by Waltonville. Scoop, finish, and the foul. That is number 25. I don't see a number on him.
Well,
That's 25 for Waltonville.
There's your roster here, Coach.
There we go. I was looking in the score sheet. Aiden Wilson.
Yep.
Great finish. Just scooped it in, and he misses the free throw. Kaiser with the rebound, and here's Wells again. Head down, spins back to the side. Ball's on the ground. Still with Fairfield. Kaiser attacks. Bounce pass to Wells underneath. That was a beautiful pass.
Yeah.
Harv Kaiser, and Wells was fouled before he could get a shot out.
Yeah, that was a nice little drop pass down low, and good awareness by Harv.
Yep. Fairfield ball underneath. Nice little cut pass for Kaiser. Left hand finish off the inbounds play, and he is good.
Tell you what, he's been having a good game early.
8 points out of the 11. 11-4 here, 3 minutes and 43 seconds left. The Waltonville ball carrier just falls down on the ground. We got a three-point shot, and it is good. That is Berg again, 2 for 2. And here comes Waltonville turning around, trying to drive it back up the floor, and he falls and loses the handle. That was a different ball carrier who fell this time. Waltonville recovers, attacks the basket. Contact on the shot, no foul. Recovered by Stewart, I believe that is, and he's going to be fouled.
Yeah.
Not Stewart, Aiden Wilson, excuse me.
Yeah, Wilson right there was
Yes.
fouled. Yep.
And that's what do you got, Derek? 2 or 3 different guys that have now fallen and just lost the handle of the ball.
Yeah.
It's almost like their body goes faster than the ball, and when they go to keep up, they lose it. 14-4, Fairfield leads.
Yeah, they've really been harassing Carter Stewart, number 15 for Waltonville. He is just having all sorts of trouble getting that ball across.
Yes, and he is embracing the contact, and we're seeing him not shy away from it. He's trying to get by it, and in some ways he's trying to draw a foul. But it's been just enough to disrupt. Inbounds pass here. Back to Stewart, and that is a missed three-point shot. Here comes Barner on the rebound, and he loses the handle, and Stewart has it. And here he goes, running away, running for his life, dribbles up the floor, and gets contact from Barner. That's going to be Barner's second foul. And that's Stewart was it's a ball handling move where he's dribbling into the defender to kind of invite the contact to see if he can get a foul call, and that's exactly what happened. He took a right with the ball and ran into Barner. And Barner doesn't look like he's scared to hit anybody with football pads on either. No, is that true?
Yeah, that is true. Barner is he may sub out though. Is still in the first quarter, 3:02 to go.
Imagine he is. Stewart is going to be at the line.
Yep.
He's in foul trouble early, right?
Yep. He's got 2 fouls with makes the free throw. Cruz Wells is back in for Barner. Also, number 30, Reed Robinson checked in for Waltonville.
First free throw is up and good. 14-5. The Mules lead. 3 minutes and 2 seconds left. Stewart here for the second free throw. Up and good. 4 for 4 from the line for Stewart early. Springmeyer's bringing the ball up the floor to Kaiser at the top of the key, dribbling towards the left, fakes a handoff, entry pass to Wells. It was errant, ball's on the ground. Waltonville dives for it, out of bounds, stays with the Mules. Looked like he just dove out of bounds with the ball.
Yeah, just he did.
His body's flying everywhere right now, folks.
Oh, yeah.
Inbounds underneath, bounces to Kaiser, over to Berg again for 3, and it rattles and misses. Out of bounds, tipped, stays with Fairfield. That was a good touch from Berg.
It was a good-looking shot right there, just didn't fall.
He's got a good stroke, good release. Inbounds again to Kaiser, picks up the dribble this time in the corner. Goes for the long pass to Wells, and it's picked off by Stewart, who has it and is negotiating his way up the floor. Kicks it to number 30, who drives baseline, and he traveled. He went to bounce pass across the lane, realized the defender, Fairfield, rotated well, and then just slipped before he could make that call.
Yeah, Reed Robinson with that travel violation there. Again, Mules defense been active.
Very active. Waltonville drops back. They're not pressing now. 2 minutes and 25 seconds left. Berg passes it to Wells, to Kaiser, swings it across to Springmeyer. Skip pass to Berg for 3, and it is good.
Yeah, Coop on fire from deep. Mules lead by 11, biggest lead of the night.
Great ball movement, great offense.
Yep.
And here comes Waltonville back. Now Fairfield is content to at least let him get it across half court with the boys we've got in. Ball's at the dribbling back towards the top, swings it to the left, back to Stewart, who attacks to his left, to the corner, and a three-point is up, and it rattles out. That is number 2, Baquette on the shot attempt. Berg has it. Wells now in the right corner. Top of the key to Berg, who dribbles to the left, kicks it to Springmeyer for 3. Ooh. Rattles in and out again. Rebound, Waltonville, and we got a foul going the other way. That's going to be on Cruz Wells.
Yep. Just a good looking shot there by Springmeyer. Mules having some good looks from deep.
Great looks, and the ball movement and reversing the floor is what's setting up those great shots right now. And it looks like Fairfield has exceeded the foul limit, so we've got 2 shots for Waltonville, and I believe it's the double bonus.
Yep.
Number 30, Robinson, is at the line to shoot 2.
Mules going to send in a sub, by the way.
Lefty stroke. First shot is up, and it is good. 17-7, Mules lead. 1:37 seconds left. First quarter, an eventful first quarter.
Yeah. Alex Bestnet for the Mules just checked in, 6-foot sophomore.
Second shot is up, and it is long off the back iron. Kaiser with a great box out and a rebound. Berg is bringing the ball up the floor with 9 points already. 1:29 left. Crosses over right and left. Dumps it down at the elbow to Kaiser, who just dribbles down and finishes. He is having his way down in the paint with this Waltonville defense. He's up to 10 points, 19-7, approaching 1:10 left in the first quarter. Left wing, Waltonville has it, drives to the left, teardrop shot, and it is good. That is Baquette on the finish for Waltonville, 19-9 here. And here we go back again with Berg. Over to Springmeyer, fakes, dribbles to the left, back to Berg. Great little pick and roll right there, action. The pass was a little errant. It is tipped out of bounds to Fairfield. 45.6 seconds left, 10-point game.
Mules looking for the best available shot here.
That's right. Inbounds pass to Kaiser again. I would make sure he got the ball too. To Berg, thought about the 3, steps back, kicks it to the left, dribbling in underneath in the paint. We're going to have a reach-in foul underneath.
That's Ashton
number
Hutchison.
10, yep.
Ashton Hutchison out there.
Great little dribble drive.
Andrew Hutchison, sorry, Andrew Hutchison.
Andrew.
Give you a say, Ashton Kingers. Ashton and Andrew.
That won't be the last time we get the names mixed up, folks. 37 seconds. Ball stays with the Mules. Dumps it again to Kaiser, who's dribbling, spinning at the free throw line. Picks up his dribble, kicks it out to Berg on the left. Fakes and dribbles, and here we go to Hutchinson. Dribbles to the middle again. Loses the handle. Ball is loose. Berg has it. Fakes the 3. Back to Berg. Berg is looking for that shot. He is not scared. Nice cut there from Hutchinson, and he's going to be awarded with the foul. That is the entry pass from number 13, Bassnett. Saw Hutchinson cut into the middle, and the Waltonville defender was late, and we got a foul underneath.
Mules being content here, milking away some clock, and try to settle for the last shot of the quarter.
And if you're Cody Bailey right now, the coach of the JV team, you can't be too much more pleased from what you're seeing. Good offense and better defense, and a nice dump-in pass on the slip to Kaiser. The contact, no call. He misses, gets his own rebound. He's spinning, and we're going to have another foul on the arm. Coach Bailey here was looking for a foul on the first shot attempt.
Yeah.
But alas, now Waltonville has reached the 5 fouls limit, probably within the last 30 seconds, and Harv Kaiser's going to have 2 free throws with 10.8 seconds left, still 19-9. First shot is up, and it is good. That's 11 points now in the first quarter for Harv Kaiser. Lots to like about his game early on.
Oh,
and from what we saw last week, too.
Yeah, he's providing a good scoring punch, and also he is rebounding the ball very well.
He is, and he's not necessarily the tallest person on the floor. Second shot is up, and it is also good. 10 seconds left. Let's see if Fairfield gets the ball back or prevents the score here. 5 seconds. 4. Shot back out. Shot is up, and it is banked off, and it is no good. And that's the end of the first quarter. 21-9 is our score.
All right.
And we will be right back
on Mule Nation, powered by RJ Marketing.
An exceptional community deserves an exceptional bank. That is why our customers are at the heart of everything we do. Hi, this is Jen Wellen, head teller of the Fairfield Banking Company, where we believe banking means more than cashing a check and more about developing lasting relationships, all while providing the best customer service around and bringing you the most up-to-date banking products and services. Visit us today at any of our 4 convenient locations, the Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Company. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Looking for a college that puts you first? At Frontier Community College in Fairfield, Illinois, you'll find small class sizes, affordable tuition, and faculty who care about your success. Whether you're preparing for a career, transferring to a university, or sharpening your skills, FCC is the place to start. Join the Bobcat family today. Discover why Frontier is the best decision ever. 618-842-3711 or visit us at iecc.edu/FCC.
And we are back with the start of the second quarter. It's the Harv Kaiser show. 12 points for him alone in the first quarter, 9 from Berg as well, and that is all 21 points of scoring. 21-9, Fairfield leads. Wells is back in the game. Bounce pass to King, to Barner down low, skips it across the lane. Another bounce pass out. Got some new subs in for Fairfield, it looks like. Ball is loose in the paint, dumped to Barner and tipped, and Waltonville has the turnover. Lowry is in for Fairfield, number 32.
Zane Lowry, yep.
And Hallam, number 25, is in.
Yeah, that would be Ethan Hallam.
Ethan Hallam, yep. We have a very small table, so we've got microphones and papers scattered all over the place. Looks like we had, was it out of bounds or foul on the side here? Barner's coming out again, so I'm going to assume that he just got his third foul.
Yeah, Berg is in there.
Yep, Berg is going to re-enter the game after a 29-second break. Waltonville has it top of the key. Biquette's calling the offense, skips it to the right. Shot fake at the top of the key now, dribbles left. Attacks the basket, nice little give and go slip, and that is a good finish with the left hand. That's number 21, Brelgi, I do believe, on the finish for Waltonville. Wells is already back in the paint, falling down, and we got a jump ball, which is going to go to Waltonville, so a little out of control.
Yeah.
And that's also something that's very common with JV players, that these young men are still learning how to control the speed that they have. Yep. A lot of them just hit some growth spurts, and Waltonville's coming, full head of steam. Biquette puts it up, finishes no good. Wells rebounds in the air and goes the other way, attacks the ball, finishes, and that is no good on the teardrop. We had some contact, no call either way. Waltonville's coming back the other way. Entry pass, errant, and it's going to be a foul on Cruz Wells. 2 shots for number 13. That is last name Dees.
Yeah, Jackson Dees.
Jackson Dees. Jackson kind of floated that up from the baseline, and it wasn't a great shot and got bailed out there. First shot is up, no good. So good foul if you're Cruz Wells.
Yeah. Barbara's saying go Mules, Ken's saying go Mules, get a big win, and Angela saying let's go.
Second shot is up and good. 21-12 here, 5 minutes, 45 seconds left. Wells is at the top, attacking the middle, spins, kicks it back out to King, fakes one dribble, dumps it to the left to Berg. Great recovery. Ball almost went out of bounds. We got a lob pass all the way across the court to Wells. Entry pass to Hallam, who finishes on the fadeaway shot. Great bucket there.
Yeah, nice bucket there by Ethan.
Ethan Hallam. 23-12. We got an illegal screen, yep. Number 33 there. Shaw went to set the screen and just slid with the defender as the defender tried to go by him, and that's actually a rule they changed, I don't know, 5 or 6 years ago.
Always got to have your feet set when you're trying to set a screen.
Yes. Fairfield ball to Berg. Back to Wells. Dribbles into some traffic. Looks for an entry pass, gets tipped. Turnover. Waltonville has it. Bringing it down the floor is Baquette again. Shot fakes at the top of the key. Give and go, and we got a foul. That was a give and go with Shaw. Just gave it to him at the high post, gave it right back. That's going to be on Hallam. His first. And let's see if it's on the floor. It looks like it is on the floor.
There's Aiden Wilson checking back in for the Spartans.
Yep. Waltonville's ball underneath. 4 minutes, 58 seconds left. What's the mascot for Waltonville?
Spartans.
The Spartans. I guess I probably could have figured that out. Kick to the corner by Baquette. Either it was an air ball, possibly tipped. King's bringing it up the floor. That pass is tipped off a Waltonville defender and then off of Berg out of bounds. It's going to go back to Waltonville. So some turnovers early on here for Fairfield. Just a couple errant passes. Kaiser's getting ready to check in to come back in the game.
Checking in for Lowry.
That might solve a few problems.
Yeah, I mean, Harvard had a really nice first quarter, scoring and rebounding.
Absolutely. And I would imagine, and correct me if I'm wrong, these guys are going to be on the bench with varsity and get some time. And that inbounds throw, there's contact again, and both defenders fall. And this time the ref awards the basketball to Fairfield. Both players just fell.
Yeah.
The Waltonville coach is having a discussion with the referee about it. To no avail. Fairfield ball underneath. Inbounds play. Hallam throws it into Berg. What a great catch by Berg in some traffic. Picks up his dribble up near half court. Hits King driving. Puts the ball down, loses the handle, and Waltonville has it on the turnover again. Coming down the floor with the basketball is going to be Stewart, number 15, calling out an offensive play. 4 minutes, 26 seconds left. Pass is tipped. We're going to have another illegal screen. That's right in front of us, folks. And number 25 right there.
Wilson. You have Aiden Wilson with that.
Aiden Wilson just set a screen, and he continued moving.
He's trying to get Stewart off of that corner right there, and you got to charge again, another illegal screen.
And Coach Cody Bailey is going to call a 30-second timeout, try to rein the boys in a little bit. I think that's a good idea.
Yeah. We'll take a pause as well here. 23-12. Stay tuned here, Mule Nation, powered by RJ Marketing.
If it's in style, it's at Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield. Christy and the girls at Carnaby Square are proud to have served Fairfield and Southern Illinois for over 40 years. With premium women's apparel, jewelry, accessories, and shoes from brands like Multiples, Charlie B., and Brighton, just to name a few. Whatever your style, the team at Carnaby can help you find exactly what you're looking for. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 to 5, with extended hours till 7 on Thursday. Come experience Carnaby Square, the fashion leader, at 115 East Main in Fairfield.
And we are back. Double D and myself, Matt McHugh, on the broadcast with you. We were just talking during the timeout, Derek, about how it's been a very physical game, and it seems like the physicality is frustrating some of the Waltonville players over the last few minutes. There have been plenty of fouls called, I think.
Yeah, there have been, and again, it's just where when you have frustration out there on the court, it can really mess up a lot of things for you. It can really affect how your team's performing.
Absolutely. It can cause you to think about other things, and Waltonville's changing things up. They're in a 2-3 zone. Kick to Berg for a quick three. In and out. Kaiser, there he is again with the rebound, and he is fouled, and he's going to get 2 shots. That was Berg on the three-point shot. Just a beautiful drive and kick. That's what you want to do against a 2-3 zone, is collapse the defense in the middle and look to kick it out to Berg, who has proven to be a great shooter. Kaiser has 2 after cleaning up. First shot is up, and it is no good. Rattled out. Second shot is up, and it is good. 3 for 4 from the free throw line for Kaiser here. 24-12, 4 minutes and 3 seconds left. Here comes Waltonville, already across half court. Picks up the dribble, avoids the trap, passes out of it, attacks the basket. Nice little crossover between the legs, pull-up shots, no good. Stewart gets his own rebound and finishes in traffic. A good finish right there. 24-14, 3 minutes and 43 seconds left. Waltonville stays in that zone. King thinks about the three, passes up. Wells at the top, dribbles to the right, into the paint a little bit, picks up his dribble out to Kaiser. Shot fake, attacks the middle, drive and kick. Here's Wells for three, and it is good. Cruz Wells, a three-point basket. Great offense from Fairfield. And here comes Waltonville, not giving me a chance to catch my breath, back on the other side of the floor.
Been up and down.
You know, it's a good pace to watch, though. It's what makes this sport beautiful. Alec and I got to experience a stall of biblical proportions last week with the varsity team. Ball's down and low. Good traffic, good finish right there from number 25. I believe that's Aiden Wilson.
That's right. Yep, Aiden Wilson. Yep.
Uses his dribble and his body, just creates his own space and finishes. That's a good take. Slowing it down, Ashton King in the left corner, back to Wells, dribbles right, spins middle, Berg to Springmeyer in the right corner, hits a cutting Kaiser, pass gets away, saved by Fairfield, skips from King down to Wells, who lots of contact on the shot attempt. Let's see what we got. Yeah. Looks like it's going to be a blocking foul. Yeah, blocking 2 shots for Cruz Wells.
Yeah, nice aggressive take by Cruz, driving that left baseline and.
Great ball movement again from the Mules. A very simple offensive set. They've got Harv Kaiser coming up and just screening at the top of this 2-3 zone to give Cruz Wells or whoever the ball handler is a little bit of space, who takes it to the middle, and then he can either finish, or if the defense collapses, he kicks it out to any of these great shooters as Cruz Wells makes that first free throw. 28-16, 2 minutes and 35 seconds left in the first half. Second shot is up, and it is good.
Yeah, we just had Joel Shaw check a 6'3" junior for Waltonville.
Fairfield's going back to that full court press.
I'll see Liam Moffitt in.
Yes, a couple
Number
new
11.
faces here.
That's Moffitt right
Moffitt
there.
has the ball. Eyes are up. He's dribbling up the floor, hesitates, dribbles into the double, looks to pass it out. That ball is tipped out of bounds, and it's going to stay with Waltonville. Great job by Fairfield pressing right across half court. That's where they teach you to press.
Yep.
Waltonville ball right on the side. Gets it up to Stewart, surveying to the right wing, down to the corner, back to Stewart, looking in the paint. We got a post up. He's calling for a screen. He drives baseline, goes to finish, and he does finish. A great touch right there by Stewart.
Yeah, basically was driving in against Kaiser and was able to finish. Nice little floater.
Berg swings it across on the left wing, back across to King. Thinks about the three, passes it up. Berg skips it again. Shot is up for three, and it is short. Rebound is loose and out of bounds over to Waltonville. That was number 13 for Fairfield. Bassnet.
Yep, Alex Bassnet with that shot attempt.
Double D's going to know these boys way quicker than I will.
Yeah. Don't mind me.
I do love Fairfield. You've been here just a little bit longer than I have. 1:48 left. 29-18, our Mules lead. Ball is on the left corner, dribbled into the middle. That's Aiden Wilson, a tough, strong take. Shot no good. Rebounded Waltonville. And the putback, we have a foul. That's going to be number 33, Shaw, who's going to get 2 shots. That foul, I believe, was it Ashton King?
I didn't catch a number. I had my head down.
Don't want to misapply the foul. Shot is up, in and out. Tight rim today. Lots of shots that have gone in and out like that for both teams.
Yeah.
1:38 left. Second shot is up, and it is no good again. Rattles out. There's Kaiser on the rebound. Outlets to Berg, who's up the floor with the eyes up. Looks like we're still in this 2-3 zone. Ashton King has it, skips it across to Kaiser, down to the corner to Berg, passes up on the shot. Soft pass tipped, gets his own rebound, and Waltonville's going to get the turnover. Great active hands from the Spartans on defense, and here comes Stewart with 1:13 left.
Waltonville can be down by single digits with a field goal.
Yeah. Field goal or 3, they can get it closer, and this is what you want if you're Waltonville, just try to chip away. Good ball movement from them. There's Wilson, who's been the strong offensive force down low. Paquette has it, and he just dribbles right out of bounds.
Yeah, he's lost the handle right there.
Lost the handle. Was contested well by the Mules, which probably sparked it. We got 55 seconds left.
Mules up ahead by 11. They may, Ashton King for three.
King up. Oh. Short. Good rebound, Waltonville. Yeah, you were saying that they may slow it down?
Yeah, I was thinking they'll slow it down until he fired away.
I was wondering the same thing, and then they shoot mid-sentence.
I was thinking back to the first quarter right before it ended.
Yeah. And good ball movement here. Ball's in the right wing. Stewart pulls up for three. Shot is tipped, and it is available. And Stewart somehow gets his own rebound.
Cooper charged with the foul there.
Yeah, Cooper Berg is fouled. It looked like a lot of ball to me, but I'm not the one blowing the whistle. So it's going to be a foul on Berg. It looks like it's first. 2 shots again for Stewart, who is perfect from the line so far today.
Cruz Wells be checking it back in for the Mules. I thought also Springmar with a nice little block right there.
A great block, yes. And on cue, he misses the first free throw. Looks like Wells is checking in for Bassnett. 22.7 seconds left. Now we'll see if Fairfield holds it for the last shot, assuming they get this rebound if it's a miss. Shot is up, and it is good. 29-19, 10-point Fairfield lead. Cruz Wells is now in no hurry. Stewart's going to meet him at half court, and we're going to have a foul. Stewart on just a simple reach in. Both teams are in the bonus, so Cruz is going to have 2 free throws here. Not sure if that was it didn't seem intentional. It just seemed like he dribbled right into him and just handed him 2 free throws.
Yep. Well, the Mules will certainly take it here. Double-digit lead.
First shot is up, in, and in. Stays in this time. I was about to say in and out. 11-point lead. Second shot up, and it is good. Nylon. Great work by Cruz Wells, and here comes Stewart bringing the ball down the floor. We got 10 seconds left, 12-point lead for Fairfield. Waltonville wants to try to get a good shot. Stewart's in the right corner, picks up his dribble, entry pass to Wilson. He puts his head down and dribbles the ball and turns it over, and that is the end of the first half. Fairfield leads 31-19. Great first half from the Mules.
And we'll be right back with halftime stats analysis and more here. Mule Nation, powered by RJ Marketing.
Kaiser Farms is proud to support Mule Nation and the FCHS Mules. Ryan and Michelle Kaiser, along with the entire Kaiser Farms family, wish Harv and the Mules the very best of luck this football season. Whether it's farming needs or high-quality show pigs, Ryan is ready to help you succeed. Give him a call at 618-838-9432. That's 618-838-9432. From the team at Kaiser Farms, go Mules!
When you're hungry, you want great food and service at a great price. And that's exactly what you'll get at the Skillet Fork Grill in Orchardville. Open Saturday through Thursday from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. and Friday from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. The Skillet Fork Grill offers daily specials as well as a full breakfast, lunch, and dinner menu. Ask anyone. It's some of the best food around. They also offer catering for all those upcoming holiday parties. Give Mel a call with the Skillet Fork Grill in Orchardville. 618-835-4141.
For whatever reason.
Back here at Waltonville High School, Derek Dunn here, Coach Matt McHugh alongside Alec Vaughn on camera. We'd like to mention we will be having a player of the game. We picked up a new sponsor for that. As I'd like to tell you who that is here as I pull it up here. Kelly York Country Financial, crop insurance specialist player of the game. So that'll be we'll be announcing that one following varsity. So glad to have Kelly York Country Financial, crop insurance specialist player of the game. I tell you what, Coach, always good to have the local businesses sponsor our live streams on Mule Nation over the course of the season.
Yes, I was talking to Claire Vaughn this week about how we all share the same frustrations about how so many of these streaming services that we try to use for some of these events cost money. And we are very thankful that, thanks to the generous work of our community, that we're able to keep these free for all of our viewers.
Also would like to mention here, too, the cheerleaders They will be competing in Pinckneyville Sunday in both game day and a traditional routine in the 1A division. They will also compete in 1A small varsity divisions. December 14th, they'll be facing off against Edwardsville. December 21st against Mount Vernon. January 17th, 2026, Carmine Cheer for a Cure. And then January 24th, Carterville. And then sectionals on January 31st. If they qualify, they will compete in ICCA championships in Springfield, Illinois on January the 10th. Unless that's February the 10th, but that's what I see here at 110, so we'll go along with that. So good luck to the cheerleaders for their upcoming season.
Absolutely.
All right, that being said here, Coach, you want to take another break here? Take another pause?
Yeah, we can, and we'll see if we can get some stats, unofficial stats, when we come back.
All right, stay tuned here, guys. Mule Nation, powered by RJ Marketing.
Looking for a bank that fits your lifestyle? Discover People's National Bank, where convenience meets value. With mobile banking services, you can manage your finances anytime, anywhere. Enjoy free checking with no hidden fees, competitive mortgage loans to help you find your dream home, and specialized ag and commercial products to give you an advantage in managing your business. Experience banking made easy and affordable. Visit People's National Bank today and see the difference. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
In times of financial uncertainty, how can you stay on track? Call on someone who's invested in your success. Andrew Diesel, your local Edward Jones financial advisor, is here to help you. He'll work to build a complete picture of your financial life, including your unique goals, so he can help you achieve what's most important to you. Call Andrew Diesel at 842-4212 to schedule an appointment today. Edward Jones, member SIPC, proud supporter of your FCHS Mules.
Back here at Waltonville High School, Derek Dunner with you, Coach Matt McHugh alongside Alec Vaughn on camera. And, Coach, you do have some unofficial game stats.
Unofficial game stats. This is the first time I've been working with it. Might be missing a few, but I think we got Kaiser with 13 points and Berg with 9. Cruz Wells, 4 for 4 from the free throw line. And Hallam had a bucket down low for our Mules. I do have the stats for Waltonville as well. They're led by Stewart, who was 5 for 6 from the free throw line, 9 total points. And Derek, what's your take on the first half so far?
I think the physicality has really stood out to me. I think the Mules' physicality has really frustrated Waltonville. We talked about it in the second quarter. We've also seen the Mules, how aggressive they have been on defense, and plus I love how they're sharing the ball. They're spreading it around. They're trying to find the open teammate. And whenever that teammate is open, they're not afraid to shoot it either, whether it's by way of shooting from three-point land or if they're able to take that seam and go right for it and attack the basket. I think also the rebounding's been really good too.
Yes. I couldn't have said it better. I mean, the ball movement's been great. They've trusted each other. Yeah, the speed and the physicality has been good. And as you can see, sometimes that's a good thing and sometimes that's a bad thing. And that's what it's the learning experience and the growth experience, you know, with a couple turnovers. But it's clear that their aggressiveness has frustrated Waltonville. You know, Aiden Wilson has answered, I think, that physicality. He has embraced it a little bit and had a little bit of good finish for Waltonville. I'm looking forward to this second half. I'll be curious if Waltonville stays in that zone, too.
We'd like to mention here, Josh saying, Sims family watching from Pond Creek. Let's go, Mules. Hi, Josh. Good to hear from you. Hello to you and your family. Ken Odie saying Mules wrestlers are in Lawrenceville tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. Well, good luck.
Go Mules wrestling.
I tell you what, Jordan Griffith and the Mules, good luck to them tomorrow. And also John saying JV is playing hard. Keep it up. Go Mules. Earlier in the freshman contest, Fairfield won that one over Waltonville. JV looking to pick up a win over Waltonville. And while we have a moment here, Coach, you know, the first pitch dinner is coming up here.
Hey, everyone. Coach
Matt
McHugh
here. We have it up here on the screen here for you.
And I want to personally invite
Friday,
you to
January
our
23rd.
FCC
This will be the second
First
time that we've
Pitch
done
Dinner,
it. The second
sponsored by
annual. We do it just
FNB.
to kick off our
Coming up
season,
Friday
and
night,
we try to
January
just see it
23rd
as
at
come have
6
dinner with
p.m.
us.
at
We
Fairfield
have a lot of
First
players who
Christian
are local
Church.
from Southern Illinois and a lot from all around. Come eat with us. The boys will be the servers. It'll be a catered dinner. You can scan the QR code on your screen if that's up there, or we will put it up there, and then you can purchase tickets January 23rd at First Christian Church at 6 o'clock, and it'll be a great time and a fun evening.
Will be indeed. So, again, first pitch dinner here. That's coming up again next month. January will be here before you know it.
And you'll be there, right?
I should be there. Yes, indeed, sir.
It's not going to be as good if you're not there.
That's true. That's true. we want to let you have a word about that here, Coach. But anyway, Coach, second half between Fairfield and Waltonville about ready to start here. For the Mules, they've been able to have this double-digit lead, though. Waltonville, team that's just not been able to go away. Somebody that's been nipping at their heels.
It was a little bit of what we saw from the freshman team, and we know that the Waltonville varsity team, their reputation precedes themselves, so you always assume that going all the way down the ranks a little bit that there's great coaching and a great system in place, and you can see that. These boys play hard. They move the ball well. There's some talented players. Right now, the Mules' physicality has just been too much, and Harv Kaiser's been too much for him.
Yeah, I tell you what, Harv has done a really good job inside. It's really been a nice inside-outside attack game. Harv down low. He's been using his frame for those pick and rolls, the screens at the high post, and then he also has been rebounding very well. And then Cooper Burke from the outside, whenever Coop is wide open, he'll let it fly.
Oh, yeah, and you couldn't have said it better. It's not just Kaiser just creating offense. He is doing a lot of the good work down low, a lot of the dirty work down low. And Fairfield's going to take it out here as we're getting started. Wells has it, and we've got a 2-3 zone still on defense from Waltonville. Kaiser's up top to Berg. He's got space for three. Long, no good. Wells picks up the loose rebound. Ball's ripped out of his hand, and we've got a foul on Waltonville. I think it was on Stewart again. Fairfield's going to take it out underneath. Great rebounding, great attacking of the basket from the guards. We've seen it with the varsity team as well.
That's not my vehicle. Anyway.
I think you move it.
Cody.
Inbounds pass to Cruz Wells for three, and it is no good. Rebound is tipped. It's available. Waltonville has it. Stewart's trying to dribble out, and he does. Fairfield drops back. Couple good shots from Fairfield right there early on that just didn't fall, and we're going to have a reach-in foul. Ashton King was trying to intercept the pass and just got a little too greedy.
Yep.
And right back to the fouls.
Hey, I love him in that first half.
Yes. Just 35 seconds gone here in the third quarter. Ball's on the right corner. Dribbles into the middle is Waltonville. Over to Paquette. Hands it off to Stewart. Swings it to the top of the key. Back to Stewart. Looks to negotiate a dribble. Picks it up. Bounce passes back out. That's Paquette who has it. He's going to reset. Down to the corner. Wilson is setting a screen for him. Kaiser switches off. We got a mismatch, and Wilson wants it down low in the post. They're looking for the entry pass. They do give it to him. Spin move and a finish with the left hand and a foul. Great post moves. That's Aiden Wilson. Basket is good, and he will have one free throw with a chance to complete that three-point play.
That was on Cooper Berg, Coach.
Cooper Berg on the foul. He switched off of number 11, Liam Moffitt, and Wilson went right to the paint and posted up. And the free throw, is no good. Fairfield gets the rebound, and here comes Wells. Bounce passes to the corner to Berg, into a double team, back to Wells, who attacks the middle. Teardrop, and it is good.
That's a floater by Cruz. Mules lead by 12, 33-21.
5.5 minutes left now. Berg is on Moffitt, who skips, passes it all the way back, and now the ball's in Stewart's hands. We got a shot and a foul. Springmeyer. Calling him on the body foul. It did look like he blocked the ball pretty clean, but it was too much body contact, so we're going to have a foul. Stewart's going to have two shots. He knows how to get himself to the free throw line, doesn't he, Derek?
I'll tell you what he does. And, well, whenever you're down, you got to make your freebies. And he makes the first one.
Stewart makes the first one. He's only missed one so far today.
He has been aggressive at the point guard spot. He's been doing a good job for Spartans. He's been a bright spot for him.
He's 6 for 7 from the line. Hop in the live chat and yell at me if you're a teacher. Second shot is up, and it is in and out. So he's 6 for 8 now. Here comes Wells bringing it down. Fairfield is up by 11 to King. Looks for a bounce pass into the paint to Springmeyer, and then the pass is picked off by Stewart. Goes straight to the basket. The layup is missed and rebounded by Waltonville, and it is loose again, and Waltonville pulls it back out, goes to set it up. Paquette is attacking the lane, goes up for the finish, in and out. Waltonville gets the rebound again. That's Paquette getting his own rebound, and he's called for a travel, just falling as he tried to get rid of it.
Yep.
Some good hustle from Waltonville right there to create second and third chance opportunities, but to no avail that time down the floor. 4 minutes, 56 seconds and counting. 11-point lead still for the Mules, and Waltonville still in that zone. Wells dribbles and attacks the middle, kicks it out to Berg. Left corner, back up to the top of the key to Kaiser. Passes tipped, Springmeyer has it, attacks baseline, skips it to Berg for three, and it is no good. Rebound Wilson. And it looked like Springmeyer took some contact right into the stage.
Yeah, he did. He's all right, though. Good thing that padding is right there.
Yes, you got to have padding when you're 3 feet away from the inbounds line. Left elbow for Paquette. Crosses over right to the middle, goes right by Springmeyer, and finishes with the left hand.
Yeah, Waltonville down by 9.
Down by 9 now. Wells has it. It takes it, dribbles it right into the middle, and he loses the handle. And I think they're just going to call a jump ball. There's bodies on the floor again.
Yep. Spartan ball.
Lots of reaching in and losing the handle and getting some balls tipped. And 9-point lead. Pace and the consistency seems to be favoring Waltonville early in this third quarter. 3 minutes and 58 seconds left. Berg is all over the ball handler, up to Wilson, who swings it to the left. It's Paquette, crosses over to the middle, spins to the left, kicks it out for three. Nylon for Stewart. That shot was set up by the ball movement, and there's going to be a timeout called by Cody Bailey, who is taking the first part of his timeout to have a discussion with the referee. I think we'll take a timeout as well. You're listening to Mule Nation, powered by RJ Marketing.
Vaughn's Tire is so much more than just a tire shop. With a new state-of-the-art facility at 1704 West Main Street in Fairfield, Vaughn's Tire can diagnose and fix just about anything that puts your ride on the sideline. From no appointment necessary oil changes to alignments, exhaust, general automotive repairs, and of course tires, Vaughn's Tire is the place to go when your vehicle needs to get back on the road. Open 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday and 8 a.m. to noon on Saturday. Give them a call at 618-842-2422 and schedule your appointment at Vaughn's Tire in Fairfield.
And welcome back. A little bit of a run here from Waltonville. They've got the lead for the Mules cut down to 6, 33-27. 3 minutes and 41 seconds left. Fairfield calls a timeout to try to reset.
Tell you what, Mules seem to be a little bit out of sync to me, Coach, especially we're about getting closer into this third quarter.
Yeah, just a little out of sorts. There's been some good ball movement. Paquette's been good at attacking the basket off the dribble, and Stewart and Fairfield just hasn't quite had an answer. They've gotten some good shots, and they've gotten some good rebounds. Wells attacks the middle, tries to dribble between three, and gets the pass taken from him. Here comes Paquette, spins it to the left. Shot's no good. Rebound Wilson, and he is fouled, and he's going to get 2 shots. Wilson has just attacked that rebound with authority, and that foul is going to be on Ashton King, I believe. They called it on 11.
And Wilson makes the first free throw attempt. Michael Barner checks in for the Mills. He had some foul trouble in the first half.
Yeah, and he's probably still in foul trouble.
Yeah.
Was at 3 now, I do believe?
Yeah, the step book, Coach, I don't.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I haven't done that. I've been keeping up with the points well. Second free throw's up, and it is good. 2 for 2 trip to the line for Wilson. Again on an offensive rebound. Second chance points, 4-point game. Wells comes up, kicks it to the right to Berg, who swings it to Springmeyer. Back to Wells. Pass was telegraphed a little bit to Berg. To Kaiser, attacks the basket, pulls up from 15, Nylon. Much needed basket from Harv Kaiser. It's a 2-point basket. Hopefully that settles things down a little bit. Here comes Stewart, guarded by Barner. 2 minutes, 55 seconds left, 6-point lead. Mules are in man-to-man still. And there's just a drive right by Berg. That's number 13, Dees, who finishes. Right hand on the left side. Here comes Wells right back down the floor to Kaiser. Right back to Wells at the top of the key. Attacks the basket, has an opening. Shot is no good. Good shot. Rebound Strong from Berg, who goes up on the rebound, and he scores, and a foul.
Wow, Cooper Berg landed the trees right there and spin move and is able to put it up and in.
Somehow finds the basket in the midst of all that traffic after securing a strong rebound. That was a hustle play from Cooper Berg.
Agreed.
And the last two possessions are exactly what you want to see if you're a Mules fan. Good shots and good energy. And one free throw here from Cooper Berg. And it is good, and the lead is back up to 7, 38-31. 2 minutes and 29 seconds left. Paquette brings it up the floor, guarded by Barner. He pulls up for three, and back iron, no good. Barner up at the sky, reaches up and gets the rebound, brings it down the floor, settles it down, kicks it to Berg. One dribble, pulls up, shoots it across the lane to Wells for three, and it is good. Cruz Wells, nothing but nylon, back to a 10-point lead for Fairfield, 2 minutes left.
Mules playing very well these past couple of minutes.
The timeout worked, whatever they said. Maybe they just needed to catch their breath. At any rate, Moffitt has it now. Across to Dees, to Paquette. Entry pass to Wilson. Now he's being guarded by Kaiser. It's going to be more difficult for him to get to the basket. And he is fouled from behind.
By Springmeyer.
Wilson has had some great post-ups, great finishes, great moves. I'm not sure if Kaiser has been the one guarding him during any of those, though. I'd be interested to see that battle down low. And it looks like it must be Fairfield's fifth foul. Wilson is going to have 2 free throws. Minute 46 left. First is up, in, and out. It's about as far down as it gets before it pops back out.
Yeah. Also, we got Reed Robinson checking back in for Woodlawn. Waltonville, I should say. I said Woodlawn, Waltonville.
Yeah. All the names are right in front of us. Second free throw's up and good. 9-point game. Wells is going to walk the ball up the floor. Still in zone is Waltonville. Berg swings it across the lane to Springmeyer. Fakes the pass, dumps it to Kaiser. Great pass fake to set up a beautiful shot from Harv Kaiser that he finishes at the elbow. Beautiful example of just faking a pass can get the defense to go in the wrong direction. 11-point lead, and an errant pass from Waltonville is going to go back over to the Mules. So here we go, a chance to extend the lead. A minute 18 left.
Yeah, forced turnover right there by Dees. It just threw it to no one in particular. Mules could extend the lead here, as you mentioned, Coach. They've been leading. Waltonville's chipped it down to single digits, but the Mules play much better ever since that timeout called by Coach Bailey. So we'll see what the Mules do here and see if they can extend it.
And Coach Bailey is telling them to slow it down a little bit, shorten the possession, shorten the rest of this quarter. Kaiser has it at the top of the key, kicks it back out, and this is just what's called kind of a 4-out, where they're just playing keep away.
Yeah.
Gives us all a chance to catch our breath. That timeout was beautiful from Coach Bailey. He spent half of it having a discussion with the refs, but he got in what he needed to get in. Now Waltonville's pressuring the ball. Kaiser's dribbling in on Wilson. He's backing him down, hits a cut, and Cruz Wells, who shoots and is called for an offensive foul.
Like the idea by Cruz, though. That was a heck of a cut, though.
Beautiful weak side cut. Just a better job from Waltonville, just being there to have his feet set and draw the charge. The clock is now at 40 seconds. Paquette is bringing it up, 11-point lead. Dees has the basketball now, dribbles it to the middle, hits Moffitt. Looking to entry to Wilson, doesn't have it, goes to the left. That's Robinson with the ball. Now to Moffitt, shot fake from Paquette, attacks the basket and takes 3 dribbles, and and there's a travel. Just changed his pivot foot.
Yeah.
Takes 3 steps, not 3 dribbles, excuse me. Some subs coming in. Probably going to try to give Wilson's coming out. Probably going to try to keep him from getting a cheap foul here late in the quarter. And a timeout from Fairfield.
All right, take a timeout as well here. Be right back. Mule Nation powered by RJ Marketing.
In the financial services industry, there's nothing better than experience. And with over 50 years of combined experience, there's no one better than the Conard Financial Group in Fairfield to help you develop a diversified investment portfolio. Whether it's retirement planning, college savings plans, stocks, bonds, mutual funds, or certificates of deposit, the Conard Financial Group can help you plan and invest for the future, whatever your goals may be. Give them a call at 618-842-7855 to set up an appointment. The Conard Financial Group, investing in the community since 2003.
Derek, who's taking the last shot for the Mules?
I tell you what, I put in the hands of Harv Kaiser the way he's been having a good third quarter so far, been doing a good job inside, or you could go out 3-point land with Cooper Berg.
Either one of those are good options. I wouldn't be shocked if they both touch the basketball. The whole time during that timeout, Coach Bailey was drawing some stuff up on his board, so I think there's some type of play set up. Berg is going to bring the ball down. Waltonville staying in that zone. It's a little bit of a press zone with the ball, or the top defenders coming out a little bit farther. 16 seconds left. Fairfield's going to wait. And Cruz Wells just telegraphs the pass and gives it away. And now we got 7 seconds left. Deeds has it. Over to Robinson, picks up his dribble. Moffitt has it. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, throws it up, and it is in and out and out.
Wow.
So at the end of 3, your Mules 43 and Waltonville 32. We will be right back on Mule Nation, powered by RJ Marketing.
Gills Sales and Service in Fairfield has the brand name appliances you trust to make your life easier and more comfortable. Gills carries new appliances from brands like Speed Queen, Crosley, and Frigidaire, as well as a full range of used appliances to ensure they have something for every need and budget. They also carry parts and accessories to keep your current appliances going strong, plus free delivery and installation within 20 miles. Going strong since 1951. Check out their website at Gills at fairfieldwireless.net or call 618-847-7066. The chiropractic team at Wabash General Hospital is committed to helping patients achieve better health and wellness naturally. By treating pain and improving everyday function, their chiropractors provide care for conditions like auto accident injuries, back and neck pain, headaches, sciatica, sports injuries, and more. For an appointment with Dr. Sigler in Mount Carmel at the Bolden Medical Office Building, Suite C, call 618-263-4376. To see Dr. Lauren Spear in Albion at the Albion Medical Clinic, call 618-445-8170. Wabash General Hospital. People you know, helping people you love.
The Mules ball here to start the fourth quarter. Barner has it already, dribbling around, hits Springmeyer, picks up his dribble at the top of the key, passes that to number 10, fresh in the game. Who is that, Derek?
Number 10, you said? That would be for the Mules, Andrew Hutchison.
Andrew Hutchison. First action, I believe, here in the second half.
It is.
I think we got a turnover again and then a quick foul.
Will be Mules'
No, that's
ball.
going to be, yep, it is Mules' ball. Fouls on D's. So I think it was not a turnover. It was an attempted steal, but he got the arm. Over to King. Bounce passes it out of traffic. Barner has it, back to King, fakes the three, dribbles to the middle, kicks it out to Berg, sets up for three, no good. Pass is tipped out and will stay with the Mules. Inbounds to King again, who picks up his dribble, back up top, that's Hutchison. Over to King, Mules are not in a hurry right now. Looking for somewhere to take the basketball. Kicks it back out to Berg. Staying in that 2-3 is Waltonville. Springmeyer fakes it, hits King. Gets both defenders off the ground. Over to Berg. Back to King. Back to Berg. And this is the Mules game. We're going to be smart. Hopefully. Swing pass across to King. And we're here to slow the game down and see if we can shorten this fourth quarter. Time favors the Mules. 11-point game.
We have no shot clock yet, so you might as well do it.
No, and I think according to Alec on the camera today, there will be a shot clock here in a couple years, next year perhaps.
Yeah.
New play for the Mules coming up. Hutchison has it on the right wing. Springmeyer swings it back across to the left. Berg goes up. There's Barner, the only person in the gym who would have caught that pass. King catches and shoots. No good. Pursued rebound is secured by Waltonville. So not a score, but Fairfield took at least a minute or so off the clock. Robinson bounce passes it to the right, back over to Moffitt. 34 is in the game. That's Mason Skidmore. To Robinson, lefty shoots for three, and it is no good. Rebound is secured by Fairfield, and here comes Ashton King trotting the ball up the floor over to Berg, who's going to slow it down again. And the Mules are going to play keep away. And with an 11-point lead, I can't say that I blame them. That forces Waltonville to get out of their zone, which they now have. They are in man, which gives Fairfield the opportunity to do a little bit more with some of those playmakers. Skips to Ashton King, passes on the three, picks up the dribble. Probably smart just because we're trying to burn the clock. Hutchison attacks baseline. Ball is stripped, and Waltonville recovers. Coming back the other way, that is Dees. Dribbles back out to Moffitt. And a timeout by Waltonville, and I think that's just as much to get Wilson and Stewart back in the game and Biquette as it is to set up a play.
Yep. We'll take a timeout as well here. Stay tuned. JV action here on Mule Nation, powered by RJ Marketing.
Let CSI Insurance Brokers in Fairfield help you navigate today's overwhelming insurance market. Whether you're looking for farm, home, auto, business, or life insurance, the experienced agents at CSI Insurance Brokers specialize in finding plans customized to fit your needs. Visit their website at csiinsurancebrokers.com or give them a call at 618-842-2193 for a quote today.
All right, here's a reset. 4 minutes and 18 seconds left in the game. The Mules are up 43-32. Waltonville has the basketball. They just subbed most of their starters back in the game. Fairfield has done a great job, Derek, of slowing the game down this quarter and burning some time off the clock.
They burned some time off the clock, 11-point lead for the Mules, and you want to have this lead here, preserve it, and also extend it if you can. And really, as you mentioned here earlier, Coach, Waltonville getting out of their defense there in that man-to-man and trying to challenge the Mules and pass up an open three.
That's right, yeah. Biquette passes it up, gets it to Wilson, who touch passes to number 21. That's Brelge, who scores. That was good ball movement from Waltonville.
Look out.
Oh, and Kaiser just gets stripped from behind by Dees. He never saw him coming. He came from behind. Stewart is going to bring it back down the floor. 9-point game. Biquette fakes the shot, bounce passes to Wilson, who hits again Brelge. Fairfield's not fooled this time by that play, and Kaiser jumps the entry pass, and the ball is loose on the ground. Wilson recovers, and Waltonville calls a timeout before Fairfield can tie it up.
Well, we'll take another timeout as well here. Stay tuned. Mule Nation, powered by RJ Marketing.
Building relationships, supporting the community, and service. These are the things Country Financial stands for. We're more than just an office you may pass as you drive through town. We're neighbors who lend a helping hand and support the fabric of our community, including charitable organizations, sports, financial education, and civic organizations. Since we're already neighbors, let's get together and chat. Call me, Christina Copeland, your Country Financial representative, today at 618-842-2185 to talk about the things that are important to you and how we can help you protect them.
Alongside Alec Vaughn on camera and Derek Dunn, I'm Matt McHugh, and we are bringing you JV action, Fairfield and Waltonville. Waltonville has a baseline inbounds pass, and that is Stewart from the corner for three, and it is no good. Design play. Waltonville gets the rebound. Biquette shoots a three, and he is going to make it. Another second chance point here. Good shot from Biquette. 6-point game, 3 minutes and 26 seconds left. You got to feel like Fairfield wants to at least get a good shot here.
Yeah, we've been seeing the Mules milk away some clock. We'll see what they do here in this possession.
Get some possession. Kaiser has it. That's a good starting point. Barner is posting up. Kaiser decides he's just going to start dribbling around himself, see what he can create. Berg has it, gets a screen from Kaiser. Berg picks up his dribble, looks for somewhere, gets it to King. They're dribbling it around the perimeter here. This is good pressure defense from Waltonville. Kaiser again being guarded by Wilson, attacks the basket, spins back to the middle. Lots of contact, no call, and Waltonville has the basketball. And here they come the other way. Dees catches the outlet pass from Stewart and scores. And a 4-point game, and Cody Bailey is calling another timeout. We will take one as well. You are listening to Mule Nation, powered by RJ Marketing.
Lamons Motorsports in Fairfield is your go-to dealer for new and used ATVs, side-by-sides, dirt bikes, motorcycles, and a large selection of travel trailers, compact tractors, and mowers. They have the area's best selection of top brands like Honda, Yamaha, Suzuki, Kawasaki, CF Moto, Shasta, and Bobcat. Their factory-certified technicians and knowledgeable parts staff can help you find the right parts and accessories to repair or customize your power sports vehicle to keep it running safe and sound. Stop by Lamons Motorsports on Route 45 south of Fairfield or call 618-842-3848 or online at lamons.com to start your outdoor motorsports adventure today.
I'd like to get to the live chat here for a moment. As
thank you for tuning in, everybody.
Yeah, Vicky saying hi from Columbus, Ohio. Thanks, Derek, Coach, and Alec for your positive comments as part of the team that's getting a couple of victories. Jimmy saying, once again, Mule Nation crew, thanks for all the work you do. I was saying go Mules, and engineers saying go Mules. Thanks to Mule Nation for the great coverage. And, Coach, Waltonville has chipped it down to a 4-point game, and the momentum has shifted over to them.
Yes, it definitely has, and I think Fairfield's kind of run into focusing maybe too much on trying to burn clock and forgetting to take the opportunities to attack the basket when you get it. Waltonville is going to full-court press now, and I will say there's been a lot of physicality that hasn't been called recently. King passes it in, Kaiser has it, and everybody else clears out, and that's a very smart play. Just let Kaiser go one-on-one with Wilson here going up the floor. And he is towing him up one-on-one, and he is dribbling around, moving the guys around, and he spins back to the middle, and he attacks the basket, and there's a foul underneath. The help side defense from Waltonville is coming very aggressively, and there's times where the aggression is called and it's not. This time it is, so Fairfield's going to have it underneath as Vaughn checks in the game, number 2 for Fairfield. He's going to throw it in underneath, perhaps a design set play with him taking the ball out. And here we go, 2 minutes, 24 seconds left. Barner has it. He attacks the middle. Little touch Euro step off the back iron, no good, lots of contact. Barner's going back down, and that's going to be a foul on Barner.
Yeah, got him on the bump right there in traffic.
Yeah, he got him on the bump, and Barner's very fast, and it's very easy for him to catch up to everybody, and he's got to remember, he's got to protect that arm's length. Sideline throw in for Waltonville, out to Stewart. Calls a play, sets it up, gets a ball screen.
Sliding, right there was Barner again, another foul on Michael. Oh, offensive foul.
And that was an offensive foul.
I was going to say, well, Barner slid into it.
I was having to have a little self-talk to calm myself down if that was going to be a foul on Barner. But alas, it was an offensive foul on a moving screen, and Fairfield's negotiating a throw-in, and they do get it into Vaughn, who's bringing the ball up the floor. Is this his first action of the game? Maybe of the second half. Nice confidence with the ball to Barner, skips it to Kaiser on the right elbow, on the wing, dribbles it to the top of the key, heads up. Vaughn now has it at the left side. 1 minute, 48 seconds left, 4-point game, and this 11-point lead has reduced drastically over the last couple minutes. And a very quick reach-in foul is called.
Yeah, Jackson Dees.
That's going to be another sideline throw-in for Fairfield, and that seemed like a very quick call. I wonder if they're trying to give them the ability to get to 5 fouls quickly so they can get them on the line to get the ball back.
Well, if you're Waltonville, that's probably what you want to do here.
Yeah, it's not so late that you necessarily have to. I don't blame them if they do. They've played good enough defense recently. Ashton King has it. And now if this gets down closer to a minute, 4 points is just 2 possessions. Here comes the double team. Somebody's open. Kaiser back to the top of the key to Berg, passes up on the shot, attacks the basket, Skip passes it back out to Ashton King, and passes on the 3. Vaughn will take it. Iron, Barner pursues the rebound, gets it, and finishes the putback. Hustle play by Barner, 6-point game. And here comes Stewart all the way back down the floor, spins, fires, Barner rejects the shot, pursues the loose ball. Waltonville settles it down. Stewart is attacking aggressively and is bailed out by the referee. Ashton King is respectfully disagreeing with the call as he hustles over to the bench. and away from trouble. 52 seconds left. That must be 5 fouls on Ashton King. Springmeier's going to check in for him.
I'll tell you what, Michael Barner coming up huge. Had some foul trouble and getting that big bucket down low, and then a nice block on the defensive end.
Great block. I mean, that is indicative of the best that we see from Michael Barner with the goods of how hard and aggressive he plays. He pursued that offensive rebound, took it from 2 people. He was the only Mule underneath going after the basketball, finishes in traffic, and then hustles back down. Stewart is quick. Stewart's very quick. And he picks his pocket, gets the block. So we've got a missed free throw on the front end while we were resetting things, and now a timeout from Waltonville. 45-39, 52 seconds left. We going to take it too, Coach? You're not Coach. You're Derek. You'll coach one day.
Maybe. We'll be right back on Mule Nation powered by RJ Marketing.
Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler is wrapping up the year. No bows or shiny paper, just discounts. All new in-stock vehicles are drastically marked down. New vehicle savings up to $11,000 with no bull pricing, and everyone qualifies. All remaining new 25 vehicles must go, with 26 models arriving daily. These offers end December 31st, so jingle your bells down to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler, 412 East Main Fairfield, and LamontsOnline.com. Your exclusive dealer with warranty forever. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Welcome back. Now that I'm catching my breath again, Double D.
Yep.
Here's the script. We've got 52 seconds left in the game. The Mules are up by 6, 45-39. They led by as much as 11. And Stewart is at the free throw line where he missed the first shot, and he's going to have a second one coming out of this timeout. Both benches are taking a lot of time to reset their team and go over the next strategy and the next set of plays and what to do on a make and what to do on a miss. The most important thing if you're Fairfield, secure the rebound if it's a missed shot, and protect the basketball on the inbounds pass. Do not turn the ball over, definitely on your side of the floor, because Waltonville is going to be fouling as soon as Fairfield gets the ball. You've got the best rebounders on the team down low in Barner and Kaiser. Let's see if that works in our favor on a miss. Here's Stewart. And he makes the second shot, and here goes right into that first full press. Kaiser gets the inbounds pass very quickly and picks his dribble up. Beautiful bounce pass to Berg, who gets it over to Barner, who gets it back to Kaiser right before he crossed half court. And that's going to be a backcourt on Fairfield, and Barner very quickly points to his chest and says, "That's on me. My bad, guys." With how fast things are moving, hard to fight, hard to blame the kid. 42.8 seconds left. Waltonville has it down by 5. Stewart brings it out, takes it over to the right, back to the middle. Gets a ball screen, attacks the basket, spins middle, shots up. Fairfield blocks it, and Kaiser secures the rebound, and a jump ball is called.
Wow, it's the quickest jump ball I've seen of the night.
Yeah. And it's going to be a Waltonville ball.
Yeah, Kaiser holding the board, and
I mean, it looked to me like he was hugging the basketball. If you folks can read between the lines, we're going to be very professional.
Yeah.
But it is Waltonville ball, and it is a tough job that these refs have. Let's be very honest. I've said that off camera.
Yeah.
Stewart has it, fakes the three, shoots it, tries to draw a foul, and Berg gets out of the way very smartly. Berg left his feet on the shot fake, and Stewart tried to lean into him to draw a three-point foul. And Berg at the last second pulled back as he landed and avoided the contact. And then Berg got the rebound on the missed shot, and Fairfield had it, and he was fouled. 21.9 seconds left if you're Fairfield. Get the ball in and wait for the foul.
Yep.
Don't worry about anything else. Whoever your best free throw shooter is, if you can, get it right to him. Well, it looks like they are already in the bonus. Yep.
Yeah, free throws.
So that's going to be Berg, I believe, who's going to shoot these free throws. Springmeier's going to shoot it. What do we have here?
Yeah.
They're not rebounding, or is this wasn't a, okay, it wouldn't be a technical if they were down.
No.
So Fairfield's just conceding the shots.
Yeah.
The rebound. Springmeier's going to be at the line for 2. That's what we know. First shot is up, and it is good. Gorgeous touch right there. 46-40, 21.9 seconds left. Second shot is up, and it is long, and here comes Biquette. Outlets to Wilson, all the way down to Robinson, who dribbles baseline, attacks the basket, leaves his feet. Moffitt shoots a 3, in and out. Great rebound by Vaughn, and he's fouled. Beautiful rebound by Vaughn. Getting position, elevating, rebounding the basketball in the air. That's what you want, and he's going to get 2 shots.
Next free throw here for the Mules, and they'll be up by 3 possessions, and that'll put it out of reach for the Spartans.
Unless there's some
Reggie Miller,
act of God turnovers. First shot is up, and it is short.
Maybe I spoke too soon right there. He'll have another attempt.
Time benefits Fairfield here. And if you're Fairfield, I'm wondering if you're thinking about making sure you at least try to slow down the movement to get up the floor. Second shot is up, and it is no good. And they don't. They drop back. Vaughn gets down, pulls up to Dees for 3, and he makes the basket. Looks like Coach Bailey told Barner to cover Dees, and then he left him to go to Wilson. And Coach Bailey's got his hands in the air, and so a 3-point game now. A quick timeout from Waltonville. 4.6 seconds left.
I'd like to mention what we have about. We do have a new player of the game sponsorship for Mules basketball. That is Kelly York, Country Financial Crop Insurance Specialist, player of the game. So we encourage you to stay tuned following varsity action, where we will announce our player of the game. And also on the Lady Mules side, I'd like to also add too that Christina Coppola, Country Financial, is a sponsor for Lady Mules player of the game. So thankful for these 2 businesses for sponsoring player of the game. So if you have an opportunity, please thank them. I know Christina posted on her Facebook page. But anyway, last night was Kirsten Vaughn for Fairfield. Had a great minutes off the bench in the varsity contest. But again, like to announce that. And again, for the Mules, ball security, the utmost priority to get the ball in and let them foul you, Coach.
Get the ball in, let him foul you, make 1 free throw. 1 free throw makes this a 2-possession game. The only way Fairfield is going to lose this game is if they do something like turn the ball over right here and give up a quick bucket before they get the ball in. Passes into Berg, who is pushed from behind. Quick foul. Perfect. 1 second off the clock. Berg takes his time walking down the floor. 1 free throw should be all he needs.
Yep.
With 3.2 seconds left. If he misses both, Waltonville has plenty of time to get the ball down the floor and take a 3-point shot to try to tie the game and force overtime. First shot is up, and it is no good.
Mules having trouble canning these free throws late in the game, and Coop's got another opportunity here.
Yeah, your heart rate's racing, you're tired, you're at the end of your rope. Second free throw is good. Nice little breath. Got a great encouraging word from Coach Bailey before that. 2 seconds, 1 second from half court. That shot is no good, and the Mules prevail and hold on to defeat the Waltonville Spartans 43-47. Derek, it was dicey, but the Mules held on and took care of business.
Yeah, and like I said, Mules hung on there. Waltonville tried to mount a comeback, but Mules able to hang on to get the win. Nice win for Coach Cody Bailey and the JV Mules. First win of the campaign.
They don't ask how, they ask how many, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
A great showing, great physicality. It was just enough when needed. Waltonville is clearly a formidable opponent and athletic, and they've got a lot of talent. But it was a great showing from JV.
We got varsity coming up. That was JV. So stay tuned for varsity action between Fairfield and Waltonville here on Mule Nation, powered by RJ Marketing.
Carter Trucking in Fairfield is a proud supporter of our local student athletes and wishes each and every one of them a great season, both on and off the field. From rock, sand, dirt, and gravel to riprap, topsoil, fertilizer, cold patch, and more, Carter Trucking in Fairfield has everything you need to get your excavation and dirt work done right. They'll even haul the material and equipment to the job site for you. Located at 7 Williamson Drive in Fairfield, that's Carter Trucking. Call 618-842-2022.
Teamwork makes all the difference, whether it's on the field, in the field, or on the court. At Sork Farms GP, located just south of Fairfield, teamwork is a part of everyday life. The Sork family knows that working together is the key to success, and they encourage the Mules to do the same. Here's to a great season. Good luck, Mules. From everyone at Sork Farms GP.
Back here at Waltonville High School, Derek Dunn, Coach Matt McHugh, alongside Alec Vaughn on camera. The Mules get ready to emerge out of the locker room, and here they come. Fairfield Mules boys high school varsity team. This is the first game they have played outside the Capital Classic. Had a few days off as taking on the Waltonville Spartans. Waltonville will be coming on the opposite end. The Mules 2-2 overall. Waltonville 3-0. The Mules coming off of a fourth place finish at the Capital Classic. Waltonville, they are coming off of winning the championship of the 51st annual Christopher Turkey Tournament that was held last week. And again, Fairfield 2A, Waltonville 1A, the Mules versus the Spartans. Thanks for joining us here. Already 150 devices logged in. We appreciate you, wherever you may be watching, locally and abroad. Again, I'm Derek Dunn, Coach Matt McHugh alongside, and Alec Vaughn on camera. See the Waltonville Spartans emerge out of the locker room. We'll talk more about those Spartans. Stay tuned here. Mule Nation, powered by RJ Marketing, and hang on.
As a family-owned business, you can trust Rush Appliance and Furniture in Fairfield and Carmi to give your family the same attention they give theirs. If you need a refrigerator, range, laundry pair, dishwasher, or furniture, they have the brands you know and trust like Speed Queen, Amana, Maytag, KitchenAid, Lazy Boy, Sealy, and more. And with service after the sale second to none, Rush Appliance and Furniture is your one-stop shop for all your furniture and appliance needs. Rush Appliance and Furniture, 118 West Main in Fairfield and 206 East Main in Carmine.
When Justin, a local volunteer firefighter, needs one of the department's trucks serviced, he calls Cam, whose repair company keeps everything rolling. In turn, Justin helps keep Cam and all of the community safe. Together, they support each other, and Wayne White Electric Cooperative supports them and every member with safe and reliable power. It's why REMCs exist, and together, it all works. Wayne White Electric Cooperative. 10,000 members, 11 counties, one very dependable utility.
Back here at Waltonville High School, home of the Spartans. Derek Dunn, Coach Matt McHugh alongside Alec Vaughn on camera. Last time these two teams played each other was at the Mule Barn back last year. Waltonville was able to get the win over the Mules, I believe, by 17 or 18 points. And then when the Mules came down here 2 years ago, Fairfield lost by about 12. But it is a new season. These two teams, they are familiar with each other, though. You know, some of the players have graduated and all that, but you still have some that are back. The Spartans, by the way, last season, real interesting. They started off their season going 17-0, and very impressive. I believe they lost to Marion, I believe is what happened. But then they went 28-5. Last season, losing to Mounds Meridian. Now, keep in mind, there's Macon Meridian. That's in the Springfield, Illinois area. Mounds Meridian down in deep southern Illinois in the Ulen area. That's like where Shawnee Community College is at right there, Coach, in that area. But I'll tell you what, for the Waltonville Spartans, a couple of big names here. Gage Peterson, he's a 6'6", senior. He is a load. And for the Mules, though, he is a guy that he's not afraid to – I mean, he's known for his inside presence, but he's not afraid to extend his range out beyond the three-point line, can some threes. Now, they don't have Kyle Cooper. He was a part of the team last year, but Cooper transferred to Woodlawn to play for his brother, Luke Cooper, who's the head coach over there for the Cardinals. But also, I remember Jagger Mayville last year. Mayville, you know, he's a 6'5", 6'6" junior. He's also someone you got to keep an eye out for, so they do have some size. The guard play, they do return Weston Rose, 5'11" senior. Also, Riley Stewart is 6 foot senior as well. And I just remember covering Witten Dever. He's a 5'11" junior. So they do have some players that I remember from last year.
Some game players for sure. Gage Peterson is about 300 points away from breaking the all-time school record, 4 points, and he's just as far away from 2,000 career points. And this is my first look at him, and I did not need to see the back of his shirt to see which one he was. Averaging 18 points and 12 rebounds through their first 3 contests. A few other things of note, Jagger Mayville, who you mentioned, Double D, is averaging 17 points per game. He has dunked about 5 times in warm-ups already. He can bounce. Witten Dever is at 15 points per game. And again, this is a small sample size through the first 3, but those are the leading scorers for this formidable Waltonville team. And it's going to be a tough test for the Mules today, looking to build off of some of that momentum from last week.
Well, I'll tell you what, also for the Mules, too, we saw the freshman Mules win, saw the JV Mules win. And, if you're hoping for Coach Scott McElravy, you're hoping that your varsity Mules can win here on the road. And I think this is a good road test early on in the season for Fairfield. You played at the Capital Classic for 2 days. You're in a different environment. You're in a little bit of a smaller gym. But the atmosphere, though, the energy that the Spartans have, I've seen the fans here known this over the past few years. Waltonville Spartans, they really do support their team. For the Mules, though, block out the outside noise, but also you got to be on Peterson at all times. You got to be on Mayville all times. And also you got to be on Dever and Stewart, as I mentioned, Rose as well, all times, because I tell you what, if you don't get on them, it's going to be a long night.
It's going to be important for Fairfield to continue to demonstrate that they can pursue basketballs that are not dropping right at them. I think Braken Kovaci is going to have his hands full, and it's going to be a good game for him and a great test. He's an outstanding defender. He can play at the rim above his height. It's going to be important. I'm going to imagine he's going to be matching up with one of these guys. Same thing with Owen Gruen. They have a Gage Peterson. We have an Owen Gruen who is about just as tall, if not even a little bit less experienced, but just as skilled in a lot of ways. And Jake Easton shooting the ball from outside. Of course, Austin Grieve commanding everything. We've got our own playmakers here, but you're right, Derek. It's going to be a great test, and there's lots of things that I know Coach McElravy discussed that they need to build on from last week, and this will be a really good opportunity to see what they've done in practice this week and what they're made of.
And I'd say with Owen Gruen being named the All-Tournament team last week at the Capital Classic, a great tournament. I'm so happy for Owen after, how his season got cut short, last year. I expect big things out of Owen because, he had some big games over the Capital Classic where opposing teams just could not stop him, whether it was outside, whether it was slashing to the rim. He is fun to watch, but, it can't be just him. His teammates have got to chip in.
Yeah, and when we were going out pursuing that comeback against Vincennes and we were having trouble getting Owen and Easton going in the second half, we were able to, Braken Kovaci was able to step up. So, that happens. We have role players that step up. But, Fairfield's young. There's lots of juniors. They get lots of playing time. We've got one starter.
I guess we're having a Waltonville Spartan dance.
I think this is their fight song.
I think so, fight song, yeah.
They may have to pause if they're going to do the national anthem as well.
Okay.
3 minutes to tip off.
Let's go ahead and take a break here. Stay tuned here. Mule Nation, powered by RJ Marketing.
At FNB, we're proud to serve our customers and our communities. In fact, we've been doing both since 1903. And that's why whether it's at the ball fields or the business luncheons, the tailgates or scholarship night, we're there, in the background and the front row, supporting the cause, supporting our neighbors, and investing in our home, dedicated to truly serving our region. FNB, banking, business, life.
Whether you're in the market for a pole barn or a timber frame home, leave the details to Walters Buildings. As the premier post frame builder in the Midwest, Walters Buildings uses only the highest quality materials and the most skilled craftsmen in the industry for a building experience that matches their award-winning buildings. Contact your local Walters Buildings representative at waltersbuildings.com to see what they do for you. Build with confidence. Build with Walters. Family owned since 1958.
Back here at Waltonville High School, home of the Spartans. Derek Dunn here with you. Coach Matt McHugh alongside. He just joined us here a few minutes ago, and JV action. The Mules, Cody Bailey and his team able to pull away from Waltonville, getting a win there in a close one, 47-43. Freshman Mules won earlier, and now you got varsity action between Fairfield and Waltonville. Live chat open, by the way. Tell us where you're watching on Mule Nation from. We would certainly love to hear from you. And already about 150 devices logged in. So tell you what, we appreciate you guys wherever you may be. Want to say hello to some of my friends over there in the St. Louis metro area. We're at Granite City. Hello to the girls over there. And I'll tell you what, thankful for you guys have joined us. By the way, I'd like to remind you, tomorrow is the Fairfield Chamber of Commerce Christmas Parade. That'll be starting off at 5 o'clock, and we'll have that live stream for you on Mule Nation YouTube channel. So got that going on tomorrow.
And I have it on good authority, there will be pork burgers for sale in the Save-A-Lot parking lot tomorrow.
That's right, Bobcats baseball coach, a fundraiser that you and the boys are having.
Yeah, we've done it a few times. This will be the last one, and we'll sell throughout the afternoon, so come out, plan on having lunch. I know that it's, I believe it's the next hunting weekend, rifle weekend, so jump out of the woods before you drag that big buck out. Come get you a couple pork burgers or 5 and meet some baseball players.
All right, well, going to have the playing of the national anthem here before long on with the introduction for both starting team lives. I want to thank athletic director Anthony Lowry. He's also the head coach for Waltonville. I want to thank him for his assistance. We appreciate him. Also appreciate the businesses that are sponsoring our live stream. If you have an opportunity, please thank them for their sponsorship and support of Fairfield Mules Athletics. And
good turnout for the Fairfield fans today, Derek.
Coach McElroy giving us a thumbs up, and great turnout. In fact, only just about an hour drive from Fairfield, so
not too bad.
Nice little drive down here.
I think we're going to have to pause for the anthem.
And we will.
Now let's see this next starting lineup first. And the visitors on the scoreboard, the Mules of Fairfield High School.
lineups are announced, and we are ready to go. Derek?
Yeah, Wetton Dever, Weston Rose, Gage Peterson, Riley Stewart, and Jagger Mayville starting lineup for Waltonville. And for the Mules, of course, you've got Austin Grieve, Owen Gruen, Brady Kabachi, Jake Easton, and Lane Robson.
And if you're just joining us, I'm Matt McHugh, followed by Derek Dunn, and on the camera is Alec Vaughn. We are privileged to bring you Mules basketball on a Friday night. There's nothing like high school basketball on a cold, brisk night.
I'll tell you what, Coach Jamie Anderson saying, you're doing a great job, Coach. Enjoy listening to you. Jimmy saying, great job, JV. Let's go varsity. John saying, looking in for Wood River, Illinois. Go Mules. And David saying, go Mules, watching from Magnolia, Texas. Appreciate you guys in the live chat. Thank you very much. Again, we hope you're having a wonderful Friday night. Gage Peterson and Owen Gruen in a jumping circle. Peterson, 6'6 senior. Gruen, 6'5 junior.
And they're about toe-to-toe right there height-wise, and the tip is up. Waltonville secures the ball, and number 1, Dever, is going to bring it down, and the Mules are in man-to-man, and here we go, off and running. Handoff from Peterson over to Mayville, and we're going to have a foul underneath.
Let's see here.
He's rubbing his neck. Looks like we've got Easton.
Jake with that foul.
Yeah,
Jake wait, no, it's
an offensive foul.
Yeah, number 22 for Weston Rose. Okay, well, there's two 22s. You have Easton and Rose out there.
Away from the ball, so Jake Easton's going to bring it up, and Fairfield gets a quick turnover on an offensive foul. Man-to-man defense for Waltonville. Easton gets a skip pass down to Gruen, who attacks the basket up in the air, and we've got a traveling call.
Yep.
He went for that up and over.
Yep.
Just took an extra step. 2 turnovers, 1 for each team early on, no score. Dever comes down, signals for motion, and here we go. Ball's in the corner, that's 22 Rose. Entry pass to Peterson, turnaround shot, in and out, rebound Gruen. Easton going slow, bringing the ball up the floor. Lane Robson comes to set a screen, and then a carry is called, or a double dribble. The ref made both signals, but it can only be one or the other. And it's going to be another turnover. I think it was a carry, and he was just telling him that
I think so, yeah.
Whatever he did, it wasn't legal. Handoff pass here over to number 1. That's Dever. 3-point basket's up. It is short. Rebounded. That is Mayville, who secures it. Resets. At the top of the key here is Rose. He's resetting, calling for screens, resetting the motion defense, I should say. Peterson has it. Entry pass into the middle. Backs it down, spins, turns, left hand. Basket's good, and a foul. That is Stewart with a nice little soft finish in traffic. Looks like it's 21. Owen Gruen on the foul, if I'm not mistaken. And he makes the free throw to complete the 3-point play. 3-0 here, 6:43 left. Austin Greaves bringing the ball down the floor. Dribbles it to the right corner, gets a screen, and Robson brings it down and picks up his dribble. Greaves fakes the 3, kicks it back out to Kovaci. Resets, Deeks his man, attacks the basket, touch finish, in and out. Peterson pulls the rebound down and pushes the ball up the floor. Stewart attacks the basket again. Left hand, Aaron shot, air ball. Easton comes down with the rebound, finally secures it over to Gruen. And Fairfield's going to set up their offense here. Gruen attacks to the left, goes middle, touch in the air. Basket is in and out again.
They've been altered right there a little bit by Mayville.
May have been, yeah, just 2 good shots from Fairfield. 2 good attacks to the basket, in and out. Stewart has the basketball. He's got some space. Fairfield, I think, is going to be happy if he shoots it. That's number 1 right there. It's Dever. He shoots and misses a 3. Grieve gets the rebound from Gruen, and Gruen's going to bring the ball up the floor.
For the Mules, just keep on attacking here. You've had 2 good looks so far.
They're getting good looks. Gruen attacks the basket again, throws it up. Lots of contact, no call. Waltonville gets the rebound. Dever brings it down. Eyes are up to Peterson, top of the key. Down to number 22, Rose, and that's going to be an over-the-back foul on Mayville. on the rebound attempt. Gruen attacked the basket down on the other end and went up. There was contact and no call. And it looks like the game plan for Fairfield has been to encourage Owen to attack the basket, something we saw in spurts last week at the Capital Classic. And I like it. Gruen's very good when he goes to the basket.
Agreed.
3-0 here, 5 minutes and 15 seconds left. Jake Easton brings the ball up the floor, gets a screen from Lane Robson. Kovaci attacks the basket, picks up his dribble. Gruen goes to the basket, shot fake, draws a foul. Misses the shot. Is it going to be 2 shots or is it going to be underneath? Foul is on number 24, I do believe. That's going to be Stewart, and Owen is going to have 2 shots.
Nice mover there by Owen. Way to drive that baseline and little up and under, low reverse. Gets that one.
First free throw is up and good. Nothing but nylon. Fairfield has a very intentional game plan. They're being deliberate to get the ball into the paint, which is interesting considering Peterson's down there, but they're executing it. Gruen misses the second free throw. Rebound is pulled down by Peterson, and Waltonville's at the other end of the floor, setting up the offense. Number 22, Rose, has it. Peterson at the top of the key. Bounce pass into the paint. Read perfectly by Gruen. Ball is loose, out of bounds. It's going to be Fairfield ball. Great defense by Owen Gruen, anticipating the entry pass and jumping it to get the turnover for the Mules.
Yeah, that pass was intended right there for Mayville down there in the corner. Mules could tie with the 2 or take the lead with the 3 ball.
Very different tempo and pace from what we saw in the JV game. Grieve on the left wing, gives it to Kovaci. Easton is posting up. Gruen skips it to Robson, fakes that pass. It wasn't open. Crosses over, and a foul is called on Mayville. That was a 35 feet away from the basket, reach-in touch foul. It seems pretty clear to me that the refs have made a deliberate attempt to make sure this is going to be a clean basketball game. And I'm not giving an opinion, I'm just giving commentary. Refs have different styles. We'll see how it goes. Gruen has the ball up at the top of the key. Gets it to Grieve. Crosses over between the legs. Kovaci in the left corner. Passes out, and it is intercepted. Deaver has it and crashes into the stage, both him and Easton, and they help each other up. And I think we're going to have a foul on Jake Easton.
Yeah, that was a good steal right there by Dever, going down the other way like a head full of steam. And also Jake using his body to make sure that Dever's head did not hit the wall right there on the padding on the stage.
Yeah, I mean, your adversary's on the court, but you don't need anybody getting hurt. First free throw is up and good.
This is number 3, by the way. Brendan Klingler, the 5'11" senior for Waltonville, checks in.
As you say their names, I'm going to be writing them down. We were not able to get the official roster score in the scorebook, so I'm filling in as I go along. Second free throw is up, and it is good.
5-1 Waltonville lead, 4:07 to go first quarter. Mules could use a hoop here.
Yeah, no field goals yet. Just the free throw from Owen Gruen. Slip screen, spins back to middle, and a travel is called.
Owen a little bit frustrated about that one. And
Cruz Wells is going to check in for Owen Gruen.
Cruz had a nice JV game.
He did, and his motor speaks for itself. We don't have to comment on it. We will, in case you're in the kitchen doing dishes with the game on in the background. Thank you for joining us, by the way. Top of the key to Peterson, swings it to the left, entry pass over to Stewart, kicks it back over to Rose for 3, and it is good. 8-1. Waltonville has an early lead. Fairfield just hasn't been able to get a shot to fall. A few turnovers that have been called early. Grieve has it up here on the left wing, gets it to Easton, who pulls up for 3. Off the front iron, rebound Waltonville, and here we go the other way.
You say Waltonville scores on this possession. I wouldn't be surprised if Coach Matt called a timeout.
No, I wouldn't be surprised either. And a great offensive set. Attacking the basket there is Stewart, and right on cue, Double D, you called it. Coach McElravy calls a timeout, and we will take one as well. You are listening to Mule Nation, powered by RJ Marketing.
An exceptional community deserves an exceptional bank. That is why our customers are at the heart of everything we do. Hi, this is Jen Wellen, head teller of the Fairfield Banking Company, where we believe banking means more than cashing a check and more about developing lasting relationships, all while providing the best customer service around and bringing you the most up-to-date banking products and services. Visit us today at any of our 4 convenient locations, the Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Company. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
That was Stewart on that finish right before the timeout. I'm Matt McHugh, joined by Derek Dunn and Alec Vaughn. You know, just to tie a ribbon around the commenting on the refs. Having to deal with officials is also an adjustment. You've got some refs that call a lot. You've got some refs that don't call a lot. And it seems like this crew is tightening things up a little bit, and that's an adjustment that Fairfield and Waltonville are both going to have to make with how they play defense. And they've called a couple travels as well. And Easton's coming around to baseline, skips it across to Grieve, fakes the shot, kicks it out to Easton in the corner for 3, and it is good. Jake Easton runs the floor very well, and Austin Grieve gets the assist.
That's $3 going to the Feeding Kids of Wayne County, courtesy of People's National Bank.
And Derek, exactly what you want coming out of the timeout. Catch and shoot 3 right here for Waltonville for the answer. No good. Kovaci pulls that rebound. That was Dever on the 3-point attempt. And Easton gives the ball back, just gets his pocket picked on a crossover. 2 minutes and 17 seconds left. Stewart has the ball, gives it over to Peterson, who's going to shoot a 3. Nylon.
Peterson, 6'6" senior, but again, he can step out and hit that 3.
Yeah, he's not afraid to shoot it from outside. There wasn't too much contesting there. Easton shakes and bakes, goes right. Grieve's going to shoot a 3, and he's going to hit it.
And $3 going to the Feeding Kids of Wayne County, courtesy of People's National Bank. Back-to-back 3s, trading 3s.
Yep, exchanging blows there. 13-7 now for Waltonville. Fairfield is getting a little bit of traction, we hope, offensively. Cruz Wells goes for the steal, doesn't get it. Dever backs him down, fires it up. Wells stands his ground and gets the rebound on the missed shot. Great defense by Cruz Wells. Grieve puts his head down, goes to the left, crosses over to the middle. Kovaci takes it at the top of the key, fakes, drives right, attacks the basket, and scores.
Oh, nice move by Braken. Nice way to attack against a taller Peterson.
Braken is finishing up at the rim. I'm not sure if he can dunk. Maybe he will in a couple years, but if not, that's exactly how you want to finish. Elevating, you're not getting beat up there, and a great take by Braken Kovaci coming into his own offensively. And going for the steal as well as again, doesn't get it. Peterson has it 15 feet away on the baseline, gets it to, that is Stewart again, who attacks the basket and finishes with the left hand. He's good. He's not an oversized player, Derek, but he is posting up as if he's been doing it his entire life down low.
Yeah, 6-foot senior, Stewart.
40 seconds left. Easton has the ball going left, hands it off to Wells, coming back to the right, hands it to Grieve, we go back again, bounce pass to Kovaci. Mishandles it. Easton fakes the 3, attacks the basket, and we're going to have a reach and foul on the drive-by.
Ashton King's going to check in, I think, for breaking Kovaci, and Harv Kaiser checking in for the Mules.
Going to give a blow right here to Lane Robson, and that was just a great play by Jake Easton. Took the head fake. Waltonville has to respect the 3-point shot. And then on the head fake, he goes by the defender, and the defender just reached to grab him to stop him from driving, and you can't do that. And Jake Easton's going to get 2 free throws here.
Well, King and Kaiser will check in a moment. So
after the first shot.
Yep.
Both were instrumental parts of the JV game, and Easton hits the first free throw. 30.8 seconds left, 5-point game. Outstanding answer from the Mules and a good response coming out of the timeout from being down 10-1 to now making it potentially a 4-point game here. And I jinxed him, he missed it. Sorry about that, folks. 15-10, 28 seconds left. And Waltonville's gonna slow it down, and Rose is gonna let the play unfold and let some clock run. Number 15, fresh into the game, that's gonna be a Stewart. Straight off the JV, and you've got Rose, kicks it over and takes that shot and misses it, and a strong rebound by Grieve with 8 seconds left. Easton's coming down the floor, crosses over to the middle, and he gets fouled, and he's going to get 2 shots Great rebound by Austin Grieve.
Yes.
In traffic, elevated. Outlet passes to Easton, and we're going to have 2 more free throws, Derek, with 5 seconds left and a chance to chip into this deficit again.
All right, Klingler was charged with that foul.
And Stewart for Waltonville, second Stewart, also a fresh off the JV game. Their point guard, as Easton misses the first. Barner checks in for Grieve. I like that call to put Barner in here.
I do too.
Easton hits the second free throw, 15-11, 5 seconds left, and here's Barner on Stewart. 3 seconds left. Stewart fires from half court, and he misses, and Easton chunks it from across the court to no avail. After one, great response from the Mules. 15-11, the Mules trail, and we will be back. You're listening to Mule Nation, powered by RJ Marketing.
Looking for a college that puts you first? At Frontier Community College in Fairfield, Illinois, you'll find small class sizes, affordable tuition, and faculty who care about your success. Whether you're preparing for a career, transferring to a university, or sharpening your skills, FCC is the place to start. Join the Bobcat family today. Discover why Frontier is the best decision ever. 618-842-3711 or visit us at iecc.edu/FCC.
Alongside Alec Vaughn and Derek Dunn, I'm Matt McHugh. Thank you so much for joining us. Jump in the live chat. Tell us where you're watching from if you haven't already.
Yeah, Billy's saying let's go Mules. Eric saying go Mules. And Coach, the Mules, they're down 10-1, but a great response following that timeout by Coach Mack. And I thought the Mules did a good job in the second half of the first quarter.
Yeah, well, they made shots. You know,
Yes.
lots of shots went in and out, and a lot of that is telling your team in that timeout, to make those adjustments on defense, but also trust the shots are going to fall. Fairfield's made this game tight. Gage Peterson is as advertised. Coach Bailey for Fairfield was telling me Gage might be one of the best players they face all year. And what do we have here? Discrepancy of whose ball it is?
I think so.
It should be Fairfield ball. I don't think there's been a jump, has there?
Nothing.
And Waltonville won the tip.
What else I'd like to mention here, too, we do have a new sponsor for Player of the Game, Kelly York Country Financial Crop Insurance Specialist Player of the Game. So stay tuned following varsity. We'll announce our Player of the Game.
Their refs are having a discussion with Scott McElravy, and they're talking to the scorers table. It's Fairfield ball. Waltonville won the tip, and unless my memory fails me, which
Waltonville
it does.
did. Yeah, Waltonville won the tip.
At times, yep. Number 3 is Klinger. That's what you were telling me earlier.
Klingler,
He's checked it back into the game for Waltonville. Easton takes it out. After all that, 4-point game, hands it off to Kovaci, attacks the basket, spins again to the middle, and he's fouled going up. Outstanding take by breaking Kovaci, and he's going to have 2 shots. That is 24. Stewart on his second foul. He's been a thorn in our side offensively, so getting him in foul trouble is welcome if you're a Mule fan. Kovaci to the line for 2. And he hits the first. So it looked there, Derek. They spread the offense a little bit. And the idea is to try to get the Owen Gruens and the breaking Kovacis to attack the basket and isolate and see if we can create offense that way. And that can often open up other shots. When they collapse on you, you can kick it out to the Eastons and the Greaves for 3 as Kovaci hits the second free throw, 2 for 2. Good trip. A little bit of pressure here from Fairfield. Dever is in the game here, and Stewart is on the bench. There's 2 Stewarts on the floor here right now, folks. One attacks the basket, spins, fires a turnaround. Foul is called, and he makes the shot.
Yeah, Wetton Dever with that bucket. 5'11" junior, and Harv Kaiser charged with that foul.
First foul on Kaiser, and he did softly get him on the wrist.
Yeah.
It was right in front of us. I could see it. It obviously didn't affect the shot much because it was a little turnaround touch. But at any rate, Dever hits the shot with a chance to complete the 3-point play, and he does. So again, as we talked about earlier, folks, a little bit easier to get a foul call here with this officiating crew, and Fairfield's using that to their advantage because they're getting the foul calls too. Cruz Wells is bringing it up the floor and gets it to Easton, who fakes right, goes left, teardrop at the free throw line, rattles in and scores. Jake Easton. 3-point game here, a little back and forth, and here comes Dever up and down the floor, attacks middle, runs over Cruz Wells, no call. Peterson has it, Skip passes across to Stewart on the right wing, dribbles it back to the middle, crosses over and gives it to Rose. Down low to Peterson. They got a double team. Back out to Rose for three, and it is no good. And Cruz Wells gets the rebound. And here we go. Easton coming back the other way. Attacks the basket, gets control. Barner head down, drives baseline, and he is fouled by Rose. Just barreled right into him, and Rose cut him off and bodied him out of bounds. And we're going to have a substitution here. Number 2 is checking into the game for Waltonville.
Brigham Baguette, he played some in the JV earlier, 6-foot junior. Transferred in from Woodlawn.
And he was pretty instrumental in that JV game. Inbounds to Kovaci, back to Easton, being guarded by Baguette. Kovaci sets up a screen. Easton goes away from it. Foul on the drive. Shot is no good, but Easton's going to go back to the free throw line for 2 shots.
A foul right there on 15, Carter Stewart.
Carter Stewart. I wonder if there's any relation between the two of them. And if you're Fairfield here, hit your free throws. Right, Derek?
Absolutely. And when you're down, hit your freebies. And really like how Jake's been aggressive here in the second quarter, driving to the rim.
Yes, very two-dimensional offense from Fairfield. You know, when you're able to attack the basket, the defense has to respect that, especially if you prove you can finish. And then that opens up those shots underneath. And taking advantage of the way the game's being officiated, we're getting a lot of free throws in this first half. Second free throw's up and good. Perfect trip to the line for Easton, goes 2 for 2, and we have a substitution. Gruen is going to spell Jake Easton.
Good miss from Jake right there. Gets a nice round of applause.
18-17. Walton has a 1-point lead, Waltonville. 6 minutes and 40 seconds left in the first half. Great comeback from Fairfield, who trailed 10-1 early, Derek.
Yeah, they did. It's been a great first half so far for the Mules.
Peterson being guarded by Barner.
That's an interesting matchup there.
I'm not mad about it. Barner can match it. He's not as tall, but he can match his height. And a timeout for Waltonville. 30-second timeout. We'll take one as well, Derek.
Yes, we will. We'll be right back on Mule Nation, powered by RJ Marketing.
If it's in style, it's at Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield. Christy and the girls at Carnaby Square are proud to have served Fairfield and Southern Illinois for over 40 years. With premium women's apparel, jewelry, accessories, and shoes from brands like Multiples, Charlie B, and Brighton, just to name a few. Whatever your style, the team at Carnaby can help you find exactly what you're looking for. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 to 5, with extended hours till 7 on Thursday. Come experience Carnaby Square, the fashion leader, at 115 East Main in Fairfield.
Welcome back to Waltonville. Fairfield has clawed back into this game after an early deficit. 6 minutes and 31 seconds left in the first half. 1-point game. Jake Easton has 4 free throws, 6, and he's got 9 points total out of Fairfield's 17. Inbounds pass underneath for Waltonville. All the way out to Stewart. Sets up the offense. Good pressure from Fairfield, denying the passing lane. Kicks it out to Dever. Fakes the 3, drives baseline. Back to Baguette at the right wing. Swings it back across to the other Stewart. Down to Peterson on a post-up. Drives and scores. Gage Peterson, just a simple post move, drop step, right into contact and finishes. Owen Gruen's bringing the ball down the floor, and he about gets his pocket picked. Gives it out to Kaiser. Gruen has it again on the left wing. Pass is tipped. Kaiser does not come back up with it. Stewart gets the turnover, throws the pass, throws the shot up, and he's fouled by Gruen. Just had a full head of steam, tripped over Gruen right there, and Stewart is going to have 2 free throws.
I believe it's Owen's second foul.
Yes, it is. And Jake Easton and Lane Robson are both going to check back in, right?
Yeah.
First free throw is good for Stewart. Barner and King are going to exit the game.
Waltonville a little bit of a run following that timeout called by Coach Lowry. And for the Mules here, following this free throw, you want to try to get a hoop of your own.
Make sure you get this rebound on a miss. And there is no miss. Stewart was a great free throw shooter in the first game. He has not cooled off at all. 22-17. Fairfield is down by 5. Gruen bounce passes it over to Easton. Right back to Gruen. Thinks about a 30-footer. Kovaci fakes the shot. Double team in the corner. Hits a cutting Easton to Kaiser down low. Tip passes back out to Robson, who gets the ball taken away from him by Stewart, who's driving to the left. Spins back to the middle. And Owen Gruen has his 3rd foul of the game.
Oh, yeah, Owen is shocked. Can't believe it.
Yeah, he fouled him, Derek.
He sure did.
Yeah.
Grabbed him, yep. Grabbed his jersey.
I think I just saw him mouth to his assistant, what do you want me to do?
Well, Austin Greaves is going to check in for Gruen, I think. And
you know, if you're Gruen and you're 6 inches taller than that kid, you almost let him do his spin move, go out of control, and then just try to block him over top without touching him. Stewart misses the first free throw. Gruen's going to head to the bench. Grieve is going to come back in the game. That's a blow to Fairfield, where they're going to presumably be without one of their best scorers for the rest of the first half at least. Second free throw is up, and it is good. 1 for 2. 6-point game, 5 minutes and 25 seconds left. Greaves coming back up the floor. And they're in a 1-3-1 zone for Waltonville, pressing and double teaming on both wings out deep. Robson kicks it back out to Easton. Fairfield's going to need to penetrate and break down this zone. They're dribbling around. And Easton's going to shoot a 3, and it's going to be in and out. Kaiser fights for the rebound, saved back in to Grieve. Easton's going to shoot it again, and it is good! Jake Easton on the offensive rebound. And Fairfield calls a quick timeout before the inbounds pass. 4 minutes and 55 seconds left. 3-point ball game. You are listening to Mule Nation, powered by RJ Marketing.
Kaiser Farms is proud to support Mule Nation and the FCHS Mules. Ryan and Michelle Kaiser, along with the entire Kaiser Farms family, wish Harv and the Mules the very best of luck this football season. Whether it's farming needs or high-quality show pigs, Ryan is ready to help you succeed. Give him a call at 618-838-9432. That's 618-838-9432. From the team at Kaiser Farms, go Mules!
Well, I'd like to mention that three-pointer made by Jake Easton goes another $3 going to feeding kids away in county courtesy of People's National Bank. A big bucket right there. Coach Scott McRobey called that timeout.
He did call that timeout. It looks like Fairfield's going to be playing a zone defense, kind of matching the zone. And if you're Fairfield, Harv Kaiser really needs to step up here with Owen Gruen on the bench, the young guy who's played hard, and he's a great ball player. He's going to be bodying up Gage Peterson. 2-3 zone for Fairfield. Stewart to the corner, down to Dever. Attacks to the middle and swings it across to Biquette, who shoots a 3 and misses, and Lane Robson pulls the rebound. And Fairfield's going to slow the ball down, bringing it up the floor. That's how Waltonville can beat that zone if they hit the threes, but if they're missing those shots, it plays into Fairfield's hand. Still in that 1-3-1 zone for Waltonville. Easton over to Kovaci, back to Easton, dangerous pass. Easton fakes a couple passes. Plotting his next move, gets it to Grieve. Again, Fairfield needs to penetrate. Grieve does. Penetrates again. Over to Robson in the corner. Picks up his dribble. Kaiser has it in the corner again. Bounce pass to Grieve. On the right wing. Here comes another double team. He dribbles out of it, and he gets fouled by Stewart. Good job by Grieve. Don't wait for that double team to come from you. Dribble around it.
Yep.
And if I'm not mistaken, is that on the side or is that 2 shots?
It's on the side
on
right
the side.
there. I was going to say, being double teamed, you have a teammate wide open. Try to pass to that open teammate if you can.
If you can, and a lot of times he's on the other side of the court, and you got to make sure you're looking in the right spot. And it can, and Grieve's not as tall as these guys, but you're absolutely right. Find the open man if 2 people are in front of you. Grieve has it on the wing. Here comes the double team again in the zone, and he splits the defense, gets it to Easton, over to Kovaci. Great job by Grieve. Cuts through the middle. What a slip pass to Kaiver, who's going to go up. Blocked by Peterson. Great defense, and he's going to get the rebound. Peterson just stood there with his hands in the air, knowing that the size advantage played. Peterson shot fakes, kicks it over to the right. That's number 3. I believe that's Klinger who has it, and a foul on the entry pass.
That'll be on Harv.
On Kaiser.
And a second foul for Harv, I believe. And Peterson up at the free throw line.
This is an unofficial tally because I'm missing a lot of fouls, but there's been a lot of them called.
No free throws, my bad.
Free throws.
He was right there anyway. I thought he was going to attempt one.
Inbounds play to Peterson. He just fires a 3 over Grieve, misses it. Rebound Robson. That was a good touch shot. Grieve contested as well as you can contest.
Mules get tied up with the 3 ball.
3 minutes and 10 seconds left. Easton picks up his dribble. Scoops it over to Kaiser. Not going to shoot that three. Picks up the dribble again. The pass is intercepted. Going for the overhead skip pass. Pass fakes are going to play here. Waltonville's going for every single first pass when they can. 2 minutes and 51 seconds left. 3-point game. Both teams are in a zone right now. A lob pass to Peterson is over his head. It takes a lot to throw it over his head, but it is a turnover. Cruz Wells is going to check back in for Grieve, or Robson, excuse me. It is Robson. Grieve is staying in the game. He was having a talk with Coach McElravy about the scheme, I presume. Grieve is dribbling out and loses the handle. There's some contact, no call. Stewart goes up to finish, and he does. 5-point game, and on the inbounds pass, it's tipped. Dicey, but Fairfield comes down with it.
I see Jake have another take to be good in the second quarter.
So this defense that
Cruz
Waltonville is running has proven to be difficult, and another takeaway. Stewart over to Klinger, who finishes. 7-point game. Mules are slowly bringing the ball up the floor, looking for some answer to this 1-3-1 zone. They've had a couple good possessions on it, but the last few, they've picked up their dribble very early and dribbled right into double teams. Easton for a wide open long three, no good. Peterson pulls the rebound down, kicks it over to Dever, and they're going to bring it down up the floor. A minute 40 seconds left. 27-20, Waltonville has the lead.
They may be patient, milk away some clock.
I won't complain. It'll let me catch my breath, right, Derek?
It would. Like a track meet for you.
Up to the top to Dever, goes over to Paquette. Peterson is being double teamed down low on the post up. Everybody's looking to get it to him. They're not going to force the issue. Klinger content to the corner to Stewart. And there's going to be a holding call.
Could be on Kaiser.
On Kaiser again. Yes, it's going to be on Kaiser. That's going to be his third foul. Peterson is going to get 2 free throws.
I'll tell you what already, got Groom with 3 fouls and Kaiser with 3 fouls. Not looking good for the Mules front court.
Not looking good at all. Coach McElravy is having a discussion with the refs, pleading his case, probably trying to get the next call, not the last call, changed. First free throw's up, and it is good. Front iron, and it rolls in for Peterson. Six points for him so far in this half.
By the way, Lane Robson checked back in.
And very balanced scoring for Waltonville so far. Second free throw is up and good, and Aiden Wilson is going to check in for Waltonville. He also was a big part of that JV game. And Stewart is going to come out to a big ovation, multiple steals, and 5 points for Waltonville.
Yeah, he made an impact on both offensively, defensively.
A minute and 11 left. That's right, offensive and defensive. Bounce pass to the corner to Wells. Still in that zone. Back to Grieve. Hands are all over him. Here comes the double team again. Grieve is still there in the right wing, trying to get a foul call, getting a lot of contact. Easton has it, backs out for 3. That's going to be offline, just a little bit rushed. And a foul's called on Cruz Wells, just a frustration foul.
Mules look a little frustrated out there.
Yeah, they're a little flustered by the pace and the physicality the last couple possessions. They're looking for foul calls they're not getting. Just need to mentally reset, take a breath, get back to their scheme and get back to their game plan and the things that have worked for them. 52 seconds left. That is Dever, who misses the first free throw. 5 points from him so far on the game. Second is up, and it is good. 10-point lead. If I'm not mistaken, that's the biggest lead of the night for Waltonville. 30-20. Jake Easton's directing traffic, getting everybody out of the way. Cavacci sets a ball screen at the top of the key. Over to Grieve for 3. No good. There's Robson on the weak side for the rebound. Kicks it out to Easton. Back over to Cavacci. Shoots the 3, and it is good.
$3 going to the Feeding Kids of Wayne County, courtesy of People's National Bank.
Great ball movement. Lane Robson attacking the weak side for the rebound. 30-23, 22 seconds left. Dever is Dribbling at the top, content to run the clock down a little bit. 13 seconds left. Shaking and baking a little bit on Grieve. Gets a screen from Peterson, who splits off of him. Kovaci and Wells are guarding him. Peterson pulls up over both of them and drains it. Nothing you can do about that, folks. And Grieve pulls up from half court at the buzzer, and it is no good. And that is going to be the end of the first half. Waltonville leads 32-23. We will be right back from Mule Nation, powered by RJ Marketing.
When you're hungry, you want great food and service at a great price. And that's exactly what you'll get at the Skillet Fork Grill in Orchardville. Open Saturday through Thursday from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. and Friday from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. The Skillet Fork Grill offers daily specials as well as a full breakfast, lunch, and dinner menu. Ask anyone. It's some of the best food around. They also offer catering for all those upcoming holiday parties. Give Mel a call with the Skillet Fork Grill in Orchardville, 618-835-4141.
Looking for a bank that fits your lifestyle? Discover People's National Bank, where convenience meets value. With mobile banking services, you can manage your finances anytime, anywhere. Enjoy free checking with no hidden fees, competitive mortgage loans to help you find your dream home, and specialized ag and commercial products to give you an advantage in managing your business. Experience banking made easy and affordable. Visit People's National Bank today and see the difference. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back. It is halftime. Alongside Alec Vaughn and Derek Dunn, I'm Matt McHugh. Mules are down by 9 right now. An eventful first half filled with fouls and good shots. Derek, what's your take on the first half so far?
Really, it's been kind of like a roller coaster ride. Waltonville, they surged out to a 10-1 lead. Coach Scott McRae called that timeout. Mules played pretty good from about, you would say about the second half of the first quarter to about halfway through the second, but then Waltonville kind of, Coach Lowry called that timeout. Ever since then, the Spartans really have been taking advantage of it here, up ahead by 9, 32-23. But I think for the Mules also, Owen Gruen with those 3 fouls, Harv Kaiser with those 3 fouls, has affected the Mules offensively and defensively. And so the Mules a little bit of a smaller lineup. But, Waltonville also without Jacker Mayville. We haven't seen Mayville out there in a while because he was in foul trouble too. But, for the Mules, though, you're only down by 9, but definitely have some adjustments to make. But, played them tough so far. They were down within 1 in that second quarter, but Waltonville so far has been able to hang on. But, again, for Coach Scott McRae and the Mules, there were positives in that first half. I think Jake Easton stepped up big. Really liked what I saw out of Jake in that second quarter. Owen Gruen, when he was out there, you can definitely tell he was making an impact. But, well, for the Mules, though, you may try to get some of the fouls called your way, but the officials, as you mentioned, they've been calling it a pretty good game so far. But that's a little of my analysis here at the half.
Yeah, and, if you're in the locker room, I'm assuming there's some version from Coach McElravy of talking about, protecting the basketball, attacking the zone, and breaking it down a little bit, using your pass fakes. I've been really impressed, again, from Fairfield's rebounding pursuit.
Yes.
It's a little bit of a skill to pursue a basketball that's not coming right at you, and they've gotten some offensive rebounds and multiple second chance points. I want to say at least 6.
Yeah.
And, defensively, you've just got to make sure that you minimize the drive and make Gage Peterson shoot over you and not behind you.
By the way, look at the live chat here. Jeff Wise saying the Wise is watching from the hood, Southeast 3rd Street. Go Mules. Hi, Jeff. Happy to hear from you. We've got about 180 devices logged in. We appreciate you guys tuning in on Mule Nation, powered by RJ Marketing. And, Coach, you do have some stats for us here?
Unofficial stats, of course. We'll start with the Mules. We are pretty heavily led by Jake Easton, who has 12 points. Breaking Kovaci has 7. And then after that, it's just Grief with that 1-3 and Owen Gruen with that free throw. That's 23 points for the Mules. So, excuse me, big-time step up from Breaking Kovaci, picking up some of the slack with Owen Gruen in foul trouble. Contrasting that, Waltonville has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players with at least 5 points, led by Peterson, who has 9. Stewart has 7. The other Stewart has 5. Dever has 6. So a balanced attack from Waltonville. They've got good playmakers on all over the floor, not just Peterson. They're all complements to each other.
Again, your halftime score, 32-23. Waltonville leads the Mules at the half. We'd like to mention as well, we will name our player of the game as a Kelly York Country Financial Crop Insurance Specialist Player of the Game. We'll announce that following varsity. And so we will announce the player of the game following this one, and along with the word from Coach Scott McElravy. Also would like to tell you as well, tomorrow we'll have a live broadcast, live stream of the City of Fairfield Chamber of Commerce Christmas Parade, downtown Fairfield on Mule Nation YouTube channel. That'll be starting. Parade starts at 5 o'clock. I know the lineup is going to be at 4 o'clock, but be right around 5 o'clock is when you'll be able to tune in for that. And also, Bobcats baseball. Coach McHugh is the head coach of the Frontier Community College Bobcats baseball team. Will be serving up pork burgers tomorrow at Fairfield Stable Lot parking lot from 10 to 4 tomorrow morning, afternoon as well. Also, would like to mention this as well here. The cheerleaders, the Fairfield Community High School cheerleaders, will be competing in Pinckneyville Sunday in both game day and a traditional routine in the 1A division. Also competing in 1A small varsity divisions. On December 14th, they'll be facing Edwardsville. December 21st, Mount Vernon, Illinois. January 17th, Carmine Cheer for a Cure. January 24th against Carterville. Sectionals on January 31st. If they qualify, they will compete in ICCA championships in Springfield on February the 10th. So good luck to the FCHS cheerleaders, along with Mules Wrestling as well. They'll be playing Lawrenceville tomorrow, so good luck to Jordan Griffith and his Mules Grapplers. Will be taking on Lawrenceville on the road, and that'll be starting at 9 o'clock at Lawrenceville High School. All right, let's go ahead here and take another break. Stay tuned here for more analysis and the play-by-play action. Second half here, Mule Nation, powered by RJ Marketing.
In times of financial uncertainty, how can you stay on track? Call on someone who's invested in your success. Andrew Diesel, your local Edward Jones financial advisor, is here to help you. He'll work to build a complete picture of your financial life, including your unique goals, so he can help you achieve what's most important to you. Call Andrew Diesel at 842-4212 to schedule an appointment today. Edward Jones, member SIPC, proud supporter of your FCHS Mules.
Coach, will we have a moment? Just want you to have an opportunity to talk about the First Pitch Dinner coming up next month.
Yes, we're doing our second annual First Pitch Dinner. It's just an evening to have dinner with the Bobcats. They will be your servers. It's going to be catered by Big Boy. FNB is our event sponsor. Tickets can be purchased through the QR code that is on your screen, or you can purchase a table. Come out, learn about where the boys are from, what we've got going on. Lots of things to celebrate with this team as we kick off our season, and we would just love to meet you, spend some time with you, get to know you. One of the things that I preach to our players is that, no, you're not necessarily, not all of them, some of them are from the Southern Illinois area, but while you're here, you are a community member. And I want that opportunity to get them connected with the rest of the community and get to really see that. So please consider coming out January 23rd if you're available, 6 o'clock at Fairfield First Christian Church.
Coach, we do have some games coming up.
Yep, next week and the next couple weeks leading into Christmas, we got a couple boys' games. Well, today is Waltonville, and Monday the girls are going to be at Carmi at 6 o'clock is what it says on here. I'm assuming that's JV.
Yep.
And then Tuesday, December 9th, the boys are playing at home versus Flora.
That'll be the home opener for Mules basketball.
That will be the home opener. That should be a lively game.
And he should be there too, I believe.
Yes, we're doing Bobcat Takeover, so I will be on the broadcast, and I'm going to bring some baseball players with me to be my color and my camera guys, some guys that hopefully can contribute to the basketball side of the conversation. Thursday the 11th, the Lady Mules are back in action at home versus Wayne City. And then on Friday the 12th, the boys will be at home versus El Dorado. So lots of, is it the Mule Barn that we call it, Derek? So lots of action at the Mule Barn. The following week, the 15th, that's a Monday, the girls are at home versus El Dorado. Tuesday the 16th, the boys are at home against Hamco, and then we got some wrestling action. On Wednesday the 17th and the 18th, it looks like they're in Effingham and Louisville. Louisville?
They'll be hosting Effingham and Lawrenceville.
Hosting Effingham and Lawrenceville, and then Carmi as well. They're hosting them.
So anyway, stay tuned for Mule Nation as well here on social media, on Facebook, and all that. The way you guys are informed on with Instagram as well. 32-23 as Waltonville leads the Mules by 9 as we're about to begin the third quarter of action.
You know, Derek, I was wondering if Owen Gruen was going to be back in the game to start the second half with those 3 fouls, and he is. We got 16 minutes of play left, and he's only got 2 fouls to play with. So Coach McElravy's not playing around. He's putting his best players back on the floor in spite of foul trouble.
Well, I'll tell you what, you got to roll the dice sometimes.
You do, and if you're Waltonville, you know that, and you're going to try to take advantage of it. Still in that 2-3 zone as Waltonville takes it out. And Mayville, who is also in foul trouble for Waltonville, is back on the floor as well. He was running the baseline, and here he comes again. Entry pass over to Dever, and that is intercepted by Lane Robson as they were trying to get it to Peterson. So a great defensive set for Fairfield coming out of the halftime locker room. Easton is bringing the ball up the floor, calling out the set play, and it is man-to-man here for Waltonville. Gruen attacks the basket, takes it right into Peterson, and scores. And Gruen is fired up. A strong take and a great finish from Owen Gruen.
Yeah, give me a moment here, folks, with the scoreboard. It just went out on my end.
32-25. I can try to pick up some of the slack. Staying in that zone. Mayville has it. He's been quiet because of the foul trouble. Passes out. That is Stewart who has it. Now down to Mayville again. Entry pass down to Peterson. He attacks the basket baseline. He's stuck under the basket. Great defense by Kovaci. A block, but the ball is picked up by Stewart, and he scores. Outstanding defense by Kovaci to block Peterson on the shot. Stood his ground, but Fairfield just couldn't come up with the rebound.
He's got to box out and rebound. Can't allow second chance points.
Robson has it now, dribbling up. He's at the right wing. He picks up his dribble. Kovaci takes it at the top of the key. Down screens are being set. Easton gets it. Top of the key again. Looks to attack. Crosses over right. Goes to the basket. Kicks it out to Robson for 3. Good attack. Shot is missed. Easton gets the rebound and scores.
Nice job by Jake on the weak side with the offensive board.
And a great example of using your dribble to create opportunities for your teammates. Easton attacked the basket, drew many defenders, and kicked it out to Robson, and then we were able to clean up. Easton is defending very well right now. That's Rose, and Gruen picks his pocket, has a wide-open shot, and he finishes at the rim. A steal and a score from Owen Gruen, and it's a 5-point game.
So he can heat up in a hurry. Owen can, and I thought he was going to dunk it right there that time, which he can.
Yeah, my high school coach used to say you can attempt any dunk you want in a game, but if you miss it, you're coming out. Mayville posts up, misses, gets his own rebound, turns around, and scores. So the length of Mayville just over the Fairfield defenders. He got his own rebound, got 2 chances. 7-point game, 5 minutes and 25 seconds left. Gruen has it at the top of the key. He gets run over.
Peterson, that's
I think that's Peterson. I think you're right, Derek.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just got ran right into him. Well, you got Peterson 6'6", a senior, and Mayville 6'6", junior. So
lots of length, and unfortunately, that's not Peterson's 4th foul. It looks like it's only his 1st or his 2nd, so he's not in foul trouble. Baseline play underneath, out to Easton. Pass fakes. And on the entry pass to Gruen, who just slipped into post up, we got another foul.
On Mayville.
And that's going to be on Mayville. I want to say that's his 3rd. The stats I'm keeping are unofficial, to put it lightly. Gruen is going to take it in underneath. Peterson is in his face, as you can see on the broadcast. Another bounce pass out to Easton, and Gruen goes right back to posting up. This time he's not open. Easton dribbles it back out to the top of the key. Looking for a screen from Kovaci, who moves away from it, and the Mules are going to reset right here. Easton directs traffic. Bounce pass to Kovaci. Kicks it over to Gruen for a wide-open 3. In and out. Mayville gets the rebound and kicks it to Dever, and back come the Spartans. Great play. Good set from Fairfield. Dever attacks, finishes, misses the shot, and Peterson tips it out of bounds, jumping over Grieve for the rebound. 4 minutes and 47 seconds left. 36-29 is your score. Grieve has the ball, tips it right back to Easton, kicks it over to Gruen. Waltonville is rotating very quickly. They're back in that zone. Gruen takes a long three. Splash!
$3 going to the Feeding Kids of Wayne County, courtesy of People's National Bank. Mules have cut it within 4.
7 points for Owen Gruen in the second half. The game plan was really simple. Play with no fear. Don't get a foul right here, Gruen. Stay off of them. And there's your foul.
That'll be the 4th on Owen.
And that's going to be the 4th on Owen. He had his hands on his jersey. It was very, very soft, but he clearly had some contact with him. And Kaiser's going to come in for him. 4 minutes and 20 seconds left. 4-point game. That's a backbreaker if you're a Mule fan.
Oh, Harv also with 3 fouls too, Coach.
Harv Kaiser has 3 fouls, but you just lost 7 points of your offense. Good slip pass over to Stewart. Misses the turnaround finish. Kovaci gets the rebound, and a foul is called, much to the dismay of the Waltonville fan base.
That'd be on Riley Stewart.
Riley Stewart, 24. That's his 3rd, and he is going to go to the bench and take a seat. Klinger is going to come in for him.
Yeah, Brendan Klingler. So Mules have an opportunity to, again, keep chipping away.
And a 1-3-1 defense again for Waltonville. They did show a little man-to-man, and then they went right back to it. Kaiser's going to pull up for 3 at the top of the key. He's blocked by Peterson. Ball is loose on the floor. Waltonville comes up with it. That was a pretty open shot from Kaiser, but Peterson closed out with that length and just got a hand on it. Dever has it, kicks it over to Rose. Tries to dump it down to Peterson, and Robson just picks it off. Easton attacks middle, kicks it over to Grieve for 3. No! Rebound is available on the floor. It's Kaiser. Peterson comes up with it and is taking it up the floor. Good hustle. Peterson attacks the basket, and he is fouled.
Foul by Kovaci. Wow.
That is Kovaci's 1st, and as far as I'm concerned, it's a good foul. That was going to be a dunk, and they called it on Lane Robson.
No, he didn't make the bucket.
He did not make the bucket. Excuse me, that was not Kovaci. It was Robson. They called for the foul.
Okay, well, Kovaci was down there too.
He was down there. I think they both contested.
Yeah.
And it is the other end of the floor, but at any rate, Peterson is going to shoot 2. First shot is up and good.
Yeah, the official down there said that Peterson had made the bucket. That was not the case, and Mules fans say, no, he didn't.
Kaiser's going to go to the bench with 3 fouls. He came in with 3 fouls, but I think they're going to try to be smart where they can to protect him. Yeah. Ashton King fresh into the game. 5-point game, 37-32. Second shot is up, and it is no good, and Grieve pulls down the rebound. He boxed out the shooter perfectly. 3 minutes and 23 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Gets a ball screen coming across, picks up his dribble, lob pass to Robson, dangerous. He's got his dribble in a double team, gets another bounce pass over to Grieve, kicks it to Easton, skip pass to Robson, down to Kovaci in the corner. They're going for every passing lane, and he drives and scores.
Nice move by Kovaci.
And I noticed right there with Peterson, he's doing a good job of just putting hands in the air and jumping straight up. He is avoiding going in out of control, and Kovaci finished right over him. 9 points for breaking Kovaci. And Peterson has it at the elbow, loses the handle for a second. Stewart fresh into the game. Resets, kicks it over to Rose. They dump to Peterson. He's doubled. Both hands are straight in the air. He puts a dribble down. Basket is good, and the foul.
Well, for Waltonville, if you're looking for a bucket, go to Peterson. He's unreliable.
Foul is on Ashton King. He is unreliable. You know, the Mules were doing an outstanding job of doubling him and just standing there with his hands in the air. He puts down a power dribble as he misses the free throw, and Kovaci pulls the rebound down. He pulls down a power dribble and goes up, and I think that King came from behind perhaps and got him with the body. Kovaci picks up his dribble at the top of the key. Grieve has it back over to Easton, and every time Easton gets the ball, he's looking at the basket, folks. Grieve is calling for a screen. He's not getting it. He dribbles right around Klinger and draws a foul.
Wish that 3 would have counted.
Yeah, would have been nice. Hey, get a practice shot in while you can. 2 minutes and 13 seconds left. That foul is on Klinger. 39-34. So again, lots of touch fouls are being called, but generally speaking, it's being called on both sides. The timeliness of those fouls can be inconvenient. That's a kick ball.
Yep.
Possession stays with Fairfield.
That's the first kicked ball of the night, I think.
I think so. Cruz Wells is going to check in for Ashton King. Kovaci and Grieve and Easton are probably not going to be getting too many breaks here if they're not in foul trouble. 2 minutes left as we go underneath. Grieve goes back out, sets it up, attacks the middle, loses the handle, ball's on the floor. Peterson gets it, and Waltonville comes up with it. Dever brings the ball down the floor, signaling a play, gives it to Rose. Fairfield's in man-to-man, out to Peterson for 3, shot fake. Kick passes over to Klinger, who will shoot a 3, and it is good.
Big shot for the Spartans. A Klingler points from him off the bench. That's an 8-point contest.
Minute 28 seconds left. Kovaci is now up at the at the half-court line. Pass fakes, attacks the defense, splits him, goes up for the finish. Contact, no call. And a foul on Lane Robson, I presume, going the other way.
Yep.
And it is on Lane Robson. I believe that's going to be his second foul.
Yep.
42-34, a minute and 14 seconds left. Eight-point game. Fairfield needs a stop here. Want to avoid going down any farther. Rose has it. They're looking at Peterson in the post. Over to Klinger, who just hit that 3. Skip pass again. Back to Dever in the corner, who goes to the top of the key to Rose. Waltonville's moving without the ball very well. They are going to back up and reset as we are under a minute left in the third quarter. Stewart has it in the corner, pressured hard by Wells. Dever over to Klinger, slows it down a little bit. Stewart down to the corner. There's Peterson calling for the basketball on the post. They're going to skip pass it across to Klinger, who's going to shoot a 3, and he's going to hit it.
Was there a timeout called or what?
The ref has stopped it to have a discussion with Gage Peterson. I presume it probably had to do with some discussion after the made shot. Just told him to settle down. I'm going to assume he wasn't exchanging dinner plans after the game with any Fairfield Mules players. At any rate, it's an 11-point game, and the pass is tipped, and Peterson has it, and he's going to dribble out. And Waltonville's going to hold for the last shot, I think. 13 seconds left and an 11-point lead. Dever crosses over to the right, gets a screen, goes to the baseline, gives it to Peterson. 5 seconds left. He dribbles in, step back, shoots a 3. Bang. Gage Peterson is as advertised, folks. 14-point lead for Waltonville. And that is the end of the third quarter. You're listening to Mule Nation, powered by RJ Marketing.
Stuck on the road? No worries. Bonds Towing has your back 24/7. Whether you need a tow, a winch out, fuel delivery, or a quick vehicle unlock, Bonds Towing is just a call away. Serving Mule Nation with fast, reliable service you can count on. Call 618-842-2422 for all your roadside needs. Bonds Towing, we're here when you need us most. Go Mules!
Gage Peterson is up to 15 points for Waltonville, including that step-back three-point shot as time expired in the third period, and you could see Fairfield was pretty frustrated heading back to the bench. It's a deflating thing when you feel like you're contesting and doing a lot of things right, and Gage just continues to make shots over you. At any rate, lots of work to do here for Fairfield, and if you're Fairfield with this young team, it's don't fall apart.
Yep.
Stay together, stay competitive, get good shots, rebound the basketball and box out, worry about what you can control, right, Derek?
Absolutely, and We see Owen Gruen out there on the floor now with those 4 fouls, so he's got to play more careful on the defensive side. Waltonville, here's this drive that we've seen Owen do. Wouldn't be surprised to see Peterson, whoever, kind of stand still down low.
We need Gruen if we're going to come back in this game. He has the basketball. Waltonville still in the trap, and a very quick foul is called on Klinger, and he's shaking his head at the ref. He did put his hands on his arm, and that's the type of foul that generally might not be called from a lot of officials just because it didn't really affect the play.
No.
But this officiating crew today has held to, it's a foul. You put contact on them, stay off of them. And there has been some consistency with it for the most part. Oh, an errant pass and another foul. That's going to be on Stewart.
Yeah, I'll be right there on Carter Stewart. Mules got to be more careful, a little more zip with those passes. Because say, well, Waltonville can pick him off.
Just a little bit of carelessness, a little bit, but it hasn't burnt us right now in this portion of it so far. A screen from Kovaci down to Gruen for 3. Thinks about it. Easton fakes the pass. Gruen will shoot the 3. No good. Wells is going hard for the rebound, and a foul is going to be called.
On Wells? Yep, it is on Cruz.
On Cruz Wells. He was fighting hard for the rebound, and they were both fighting hard for it. And I did look over, and at one point Cruz was kind of on top or going around his man. Waltonville's ball, 14-point lead, 7 minutes and 27 seconds left. Stewart has the ball. He's going to give it to Klinger, 30 feet from the basket. Gives it to Rose, down to the corner to Stewart. Here comes Peterson posting up down low. He's going to get the ball 15 feet from the basket. He's going to back down Kovaci. He's going to turn. He's going to spin. He throws it up.
Wow.
And it falls in the basket, and Kovaci is called for a foul.
Wow. Just flung it up there and went right in and just, he's red hot from the field.
Hey, when you're hot, folks.
Jerry
17 points and counting, 16-point lead. And Kovaci, I love the kid. He's such a great competitor. He looks over at his coach like what the heck?
Yeah.
How did that just happen?
I mean, that was a heck of a shot by Gage. Just threw it right up there, and
it looked from here he lost his footing. Now we're 100 feet away, so there was the ref is 5 feet away and calls the body contact. So presumably Kovaci bumps him, and as he falls, he just throws it up. And he finishes, and a chance to complete the 3-point play, and he does not. That free throw is short. 3 straight missed free throws. He has a weakness, folks. Skip pass to Easton to Kovaci. Quick catch to Wells, who gets the defender off his feet, and he is fouled, and he is going to get 2 shots.
Yeah, nice fake right there by Cruz, and able to drive and try to put up a little floater, initiate contact.
And as we talked about earlier, Waltonville's going for just about every first pass. So if you can utilize those pass fakes and those shot fakes. The referee has his arm around Owen Gruen and is talking to him while Cruz Wells made that first free throw. He is smiling about it, and that is highly irregular to see. And I think it seemed like he was just talking to him, presumably about the chippiness or something of the game, but you don't see a referee, number one, putting his arm around a player like that, and number two, talking to him in the middle of a play going on. Cruz Wells misses the second free throw, 50-35 with 6 minutes and 52 seconds left. And Cruz Wells gets a steal, and Waltonville recovers. Mayville takes it to the basket. Basket is no good. Ball is loose. Easton has it. He dribbles out of traffic, and he's going to go up the floor, and Fairfield has numbers. He kicks it to the corner to Kovaci, drives baseline, and he is fouled.
By presumably Dever, the drive.
I agree. Yes, and it is Dever. Yeah, that's very odd. There must be a little bit of back and forth talking going on that we don't see. Inbounds pass to Easton.
Oh.
Gives it over to Grieve, and it's just errant. And Grieve runs into the wall here. Just a mistake. I like the idea. No, it's just the refs are trying to have conversations. It's general competition. Nothing's out of control, and I presume they're just trying to talk to calm the guys down.
Yeah.
But it's odd to see a referee doing it in that kind of a way. 6 minutes and 28 seconds left. 15-point lead for Waltonville. Peterson is at the left wing. Passes it over to Stewart, who is fresh back in the game. Mayville fakes the shot, kicks it over to Klinger. He's already made 2 threes this half. Gives it back to Dever, over to Peterson. He's going to shoot the 3, and he's going to miss it. And what a rebound by Grieve. And and it went off of Stewart, and it's going to be Fairfield basketball. Fairfield needs to move and get some shots down. 15-point lead is not insurmountable. Easton fakes like he's going to pull up, gives it to Grieve, over to Gruen, who goes right baseline, and a hand foul is called on Stewart.
Tell you what, Waltonville racking up the fouls here.
That's
in this
his
quarter.
4th. They are racking it up, and I've got to think that that's going to be the 5th foul, and it's going to be 2 shots, and it's another one of those soft hand contact, but he's got his hands on Gruen, and it has been called the whole game.
Well, for the Mules again, down by 15. Take advantage of your free throws here.
Yes.
Clock is stopped, and you got to make them.
Yeah, you don't have much room for error when you're trying to mount this comeback. Stewart's going to go to the bench with 4 fouls. Second one is no good, but Cruz Wells gets the rebound, and he finishes.
Nice job, Cruz.
Trades it for 3. Offensive rebound and a left-handed finish. Good touch, Cruz Wells. Good trip to the offensive set for Fairfield. 12-point game. Peterson's bringing the ball down the floor. Fakes the handoff and is backing Kovaci down. Just stand there, hands in the air, breaking. Back to him, hands up. And a timeout from Waltonville. We'll take one as well. Full timeout. You're listening to Mule Nation, powered by RJ Marketing.
In the financial services industry, there's nothing better than experience. And with over 50 years of combined experience, there's no one better than the Connard Financial Group in Fairfield to help you develop a diversified investment portfolio. Whether it's retirement planning, college savings plans, stocks, bonds, mutual funds, or certificates of deposit, the Connard Financial Group can help you plan and invest for the future, whatever your goals may be. Give them a call at 618-842-7855 to set up an appointment. The Connard Financial Group, investing in the community since 2003.
Let's reset the score here, Derek. Waltonville leads 50-38. 5 minutes and 31 seconds left in the game. Fairfield has made it very close in this half, and Waltonville has responded with a run of their own on the back of their best player, Gage Peterson. And Owen Gruen is going to take a break now. He does have 4 fouls. He's been playing with 4 fouls. Barner is going to come into the game for Fairfield. He is going to guard Gage Peterson. And I'm going to assume this inbounds pass is just going to be a lob to Peterson. Jake Easton is right behind him, and there's the lob. It actually goes to Mayville, who attacks the basket, shoots a floater, misses. Barner pulls the rebound down and hands it to Kovaci, who about gets it taken from him. Easton comes down the floor. Eyes up, surveys, goes to Kovaci. Waltonville's defense is in a little bit of a breakdown. Easton shoots a 3. Yes. Splash! They weren't sure if they were going to be in man or zone, and Barner just grabbed Peterson and is called for a foul, and that was a foul. Yeah, 17 points for Jake Easton. Sorry about that, Derek.
That's all right. Yeah, $3 going to Feeding Kids Away in County, courtesy of People's National Bank.
9-point game. Gruen comes right back in, and Barner goes to the bench. Full court pressure here from Fairfield. Peterson gets the inbounds, and they clear it out. He's going to bring it up the floor with Kovaci guarding him. Mayville on the left corner, guarded by Gruen very, very carefully. Up to Dever with Grieve in his face. To Rose, down to Mayville. He is attacking Gruen. Gruen is holding his pressure. Holding his distance, excuse me. They give it back out to Rose. 4 minutes and 33 seconds left. To Dever in the corner. Grieve is in his grill. Dever attacks the basket, and a foul is called on the floor. It's going to be on Austin Grieve underneath. I hold my breath every time Mayville gets the ball with Gruen guarding him, Derek.
Yeah, I do too.
He's driving into the basket. He had the little hand out like he was on his jersey, and he was called for a foul on that earlier, and I'm like, don't do it. Hands off. Inbounds play here for Waltonville to Peterson in the corner, up top to Dever. 9-point game. Zigzags him in. Mayville has it, goes to the right, and that is a foul on Cruz Wells.
Let's see. Yeah. Well, let's see. Free throws up coming in for Mayville, yeah.
Free throws from Mayville.
Yeah.
Very slow-moving quarter with these fouls that have been called.
Mayville's first free throw attempt, I think, of the night.
Yes, it is, and he misses it. Just 2 points from him, one of the leading scorers so far this season, but when you're in foul trouble, it's hard to get into a rhythm. 9-point game, 4 minutes, 18 seconds left. Second shot is up, left-handed, and it is good. Rattles in. Grieve brings it up the floor to Gruen, down to the corner to Cruz Wells. He's going to shoot a quick three, and it's good.
$3 going to Feeding Kids of Wayne County, courtesy of People's National Bank.
6 points for Cruz Wells in the second half. 7-point game. Fairfield needs those types of shots to fall if we're going to come back. Under 4 minutes left. Peterson picks up his dribble. Gruen is guarding Stewart. Both of them have 4 fouls. Down to Peterson. Kovaci's got him one-on-one. Peterson backs him down, spins, picks up his dribble, kicks it back out. Yep, to Dever. Great job on defense by Kovaci. Dever attacks, goes to the left side, gives it to Stewart, gives it back to Peterson, who's going to fake handing it off to Dever, and he's going to reset the offense. Gives it to Dever. Grieve thinks better of guarding him that tightly. Gruen is guarding Stewart. Plotting his next move. Gives it over to Dever. Peterson takes it down low to the basket. And if you're going to foul him, make sure he doesn't score. Kovaci is going to be called for the foul.
It's pretty much automatic down low.
You know, Derek, at this point, put the kid on the free throw line.
Yeah, exactly. Make him try to earn his points.
Make him earn it, and I'm sorry, folks. I am only responsible for reporting things when I reverse jinx this, but he's 1 for 6 from the free throw line tonight. On cue. He was 1 for, I believe he was 1 for 4.
Anyway, Gruen is out, Robson in.
Gruen is out. No, he was 1 for 6. All right, second shot. And it is no good. And it's going to be Waltonville ball.
Yeah, off of Robson. Waltonville's another opportunity here on their end. And timeout, Anthony Lowry of the Spartans.
We will take one as well.
Yep.
You are listening to Mule Nation, powered by RJ Marketing.
Gill's Sales and Service in Fairfield has the brand name appliances you trust to make your life easier and more comfortable. Gill's carries new appliances from brands like Speed Queen, Crosley, and Frigidaire, as well as a full range of used appliances to ensure they have something for every need and budget. They also carry parts and accessories to keep your current appliances going strong, plus free delivery and installation within 20 miles. Going strong since 1951. Check out their website at Gill's Sales at fairfieldwireless.net or call 618-847-7066.
3 minutes and 8 seconds left. 8-point game. Fairfield is down. Derek, are you familiar with the term hack-a-shack?
Yes, I am.
For those of you who aren't at home, Shaquille O'Neal, one of the greatest centers of all time, yes. I don't remember who it was. He was a notoriously bad free throw shooter, so teams would give a strategy where they just fouled him on purpose and put him on the free throw line. Makes me think about Owen Peterson, who is 2 for 8 from the line today as he gets an inbounds pass, spins, and scores. Back to a 10-point game. We're under 3 minutes. Easton attacks. Dribbles back out. Attacks again, crosses over, goes right at Dever. Shot is up, off the iron, no good. Rebound Waltonville. Rose has it, settles it down. Easton is right on him, gives it to Dever. Kicks it over to Mayville. Rose directing traffic, picks up his dribble. Dever acted like he got hit. The ref wasn't buying it. Skips it over to Mayville, fakes the pass to the corner, faces up his defender, attacks to the left, and a touch foul is called on Lane Robson. And I'm presuming that's 2 shots.
It is.
Let's hope Waltonville is going to be struggling at the free throw line. First one is up and good. And second shot is also good. 2 for 2 for Mayville. Rose is going to be out of the game, and Stewart's going to come back in. 12-point lead. Fairfield's running out of time. 2 minutes, approaching 2 minutes left. Grieve takes the ball, swings it across to Cavacci over to Wells, and another
Lane?
Foul is called on
Lane Robson.
Away from the ball?
Yeah.
Yes, away from the ball. I think that's his 4th.
Keegan down and checks in for the Mules. He'll be replacing Robson. Keegan's first action of the night. Yeah, Lane just shocked. I mean,
And he's frustrated, and of course they all are, understandably so. It's just a little bit of an object lesson, and there's only certain things you can control, and you can only do the best you can with what you have. It's really easy for us to sit up here and say that, though.
Oh, yeah.
I understand that. And Waltonville attacks the basket, gets an open shot for Stewart, and he misses a layup, and Fairfield comes down with the rebound, and they need to go quick to start getting some shots. He gets some points in. Cavacci has it, goes right at Peterson, attacks the basket. Ball is tipped, and Waltonville comes up with it, and Stewart goes to the basket. Grieve tries to foul him, and the refs decide they're not going to call the intentional foul. And Stewart scores, and there's a foul.
Yeah, Jake Easton comes to the free throw line.
Jake Easton is going to go to the free throw line.
Owen Gruen checks in for, he may check in for Easton, actually, I'm not sure.
Yeah, he might be. No, he's coming in for Grieve.
Okay, yep.
And if you're Fairfield, you don't have time to set up a lot of shots. 14 points in 90 seconds is a lot. Looks like Barner and Kaiser are also coming to the scorer's table. Easton drains the first free throw. Cruz Wells and Braken Cavacci are going to be going to the bench for Fairfield. Second shot is up, and it rattles in, and it is good. 19 points for Jake Easton. Gage Peterson has it. Barner is chasing him. In man-to-man here. Rose takes the ball. Let's see how Waltonville plays this. Mayville's going to attack. And Kaiser's going to be fouling. Is it him fouling out, or is that his 4th? I think that's his 4th. Mayville goes right by him, and Kaiser goes to put the hand on him to slow him down and instantly put his hands in the air like, uh-oh.
Yep.
And it was too late. Mayville's going to be at the line for 2. First shot is up and good. 58-46, 59-46. Fairfield has kept it close, but just not close enough so far. Second shot is up, and it is good. Mayville is perfect, 5 for 5 from the line today.
We will announce, by the way, after this, that Kelly York Country Financial Crop Insurance Specialist player of the game for the Mules, so stay tuned for that.
Jake Easton brings the ball up, gives it to Gruen, hands it back to Easton, fakes the three-point shot, slips it to Gruen on the pick and roll, who attacks Peterson, who tries to draw a charge. No call. Rebound by Dunham on the floor. Ball is loose. Waltonville has it.
Carter Stewart sliding, but still able to maintain his dribble.
And Waltonville's getting the ball up the floor. What just happened right in front of me, I wasn't able to see because the table and the cheerleaders were right there.
Yeah.
44 seconds left, 14-point game. Stewart fakes, attacks the basket. Kaiser just puts his hands in the air, Stewart gets his own rebound, and he scores. Easton's attacking, he's not giving up, and he's going to score, takes it right in. Fairfield's in full court man. 21 seconds left. It's not going to be enough time for Fairfield here. Yeah, Waltonville is content to run the clock out, and looks like Fairfield is as well. Six seconds left as it just runs down. 62-48 is going to be your final score. Fairfield fought hard, but it wasn't enough. Waltonville comes away with the victory. We'll take a break for our post-game show following. You are listening to Mule Nation, powered by RJ Marketing.
The chiropractic team at Wabash General Hospital is committed to helping patients achieve better health and wellness naturally. By treating pain and improving everyday function, their chiropractors provide care for conditions like auto accident injuries, back and neck pain, headaches, sciatica, sports injuries, and more. For an appointment with Dr. Sigler in Mount Carmel at the Bolden Medical Office Building, Suite C, call 618-263-4376. To see Dr. Lawrence Spear in Albion at the Albion Medical Clinic, call 618-445-8170. Wabash General Hospital. People you know, helping people you love. Let CSI Insurance Brokers in Fairfield help you navigate today's overwhelming insurance market. Whether you're looking for farm, home, auto, business, or life insurance, the experienced agents at CSI Insurance Brokers specialize in finding plans customized to fit your needs. Visit their website at csiinsurancebrokers.com or give them a call at 618-842-2193 for a quote today.
Back here at Waltonville High School. Derek Dunn here, Coach Matt McHugh alongside Alec Vaughn on camera, where the Mules fall to Waltonville. Good Waltonville team, 62-48. Mules never gave up. They just kept fighting and fighting, but Spartans were able to win their first home game of the season. Last week they were down at Christopher Turkey Tournament, so home opener for the Spartans, what they win in here. So we have a sponsor here, and this is the Kelly York Country Financial Crop Insurance Specialist Player of the Game. We're going to give that one to Jake Easton. Jake for the Mules provided great leadership, did a great job handling the ball. Jake finished with 21 points. That led the Mules in scoring. Jake, I thought, had a steady presence of the night, offensively, defensively, hit some big shots. He's fearless, whether it's shooting the threes or driving to the hoop. Jake Easton, our Kelly York Country Financial Crop Insurance Specialist Player of the Game. So congratulations to Jake Easton. Well-deserved honor recognition for Jake Easton. Coach Matt McHugh is still totaling up the numbers here. We'd like to recap the scoring from earlier. Freshman Mules won, by the way. Do have the final of that one here as I pull it up on my phone. They won 56-49 over Waltonville. Congratulations to Coach Peyton Bates and his Mules. Also JV action. Fairfield defeated Waltonville 47-43. And then varsity, which just became final, it was Waltonville over Fairfield 62-48. We'd like to remind you as well that tomorrow night, City of Fairfield Chamber of Commerce will be having the Christmas parade downtown Fairfield. We'll have a live stream of that. Parade starts at 5 o'clock. Stay tuned to Mule Nation for that one. It'll be live streamed on YouTube. Be right around 5 o'clock again. And so looking forward here to seeing downtown Fairfield aglow with Christmas lights and parade entries and all that. And Coach McHugh, looks like I think you're done maybe, or?
For the most part I am.
For the most part, we'll say for the most part here. Coach, why don't you go ahead and ramble off some numbers for us?
Yeah, as we said, our player of the game, Jake Easton, led the Mules with 21 points. After that, Breaking Kovaci and Owen Gruen had 9. Gruen had that big third quarter where he had 7 points before he picked up his 4th foul. Cruz Wells was 6 points, all in the second half. And that's it for the scoring. Austin Grieve had 3, and not 3 in the first half. 23 points in the first half, 25 points in the second half. On the Waltonville side, Peterson had 20 points. I hadn't tallied up the rest of them yet. Mayville, it looks like, had 7, all in the second half, 5 of them from the free throw line. Stewart had 9. He dealt with foul trouble for most of the second half. The other Stewart from the JV team, he had 5. Dever had 6, all in the first half. Rose had 5. And these are unofficial, of course, and Klinger with those 2 clutch threes for Waltonville in the third quarter to get the game out of reach right when Fairfield was starting to come back.
Coach, we said it earlier, this was a good test for the Mules tonight against a good Waltonville Spartan team, and positives to draw from. And, you got a few days of rest here before you play next week your home opener against Flora.
Yeah, I mean, and I don't know what the temperature of that locker room is. I'm certain that there's plenty of disappointment, as there should be. But you got to understand, this Waltonville team is seasoned and experienced, and they've got one of the best players certainly in the 1A state, and one of the better players that you'll see, and everything runs through him. But you got to remember that we were down 10-1 early, and that game could have gotten out of hand very quickly.
Agreed.
And just like what we saw last week, Fairfield did not give up. They play hard, and they faced not just a lot of adversity from a talented Waltonville team. They faced adversity from an officiating style that they don't see very often. That is its own adjustment. And hopefully this is something that they can play for the long game so that if and when we play Waltonville again, I don't remember if we do.
No,
it's a different game.
Yeah, it's the only meeting of the two teams now when it comes
This
to
year?
when it comes to postseason. Waltonville's 1A, Fairfield's in 2A, so they wouldn't face each other in the postseason.
Yeah.
But again,
I didn't know if there was a home and home or anything.
No. Now I know that by my recollection, past couple of years, Fairfield and Waltonville have faced each other, and I think Waltonville's a quality opponent, and I think they're going to make some noise at 1A because last year we went 28-5. And so.
And how far did they go last year?
They went all the way to sectional, I believe. They lost to Mounds Meridian. They didn't go to supers, I don't think, but they were on the cusp of advancing to the super sectional at 1A. So, and this is a Waltonville team that's very experienced. But at every game of the season for the Mules, we talk about how a little bit younger they are experience-wise. But as I always say, experience is a great teacher, and for the Mules, they're gaining that good experience here, and you learn from these games. That will come in handy down the road.
Yeah, and the longer that the game goes along, and I'm not trying to use the inexperience as an excuse.
No.
There's just a handful of seniors that get a lot of playing time for this team, which bodes well for the future. And
yes,
but it's a long season. It's a long process, and all of these non-con games. Yes, you want to rack up as many wins as you can, but you also want to rack up as much improvement and as many lessons as you can to take you into conference play when you play the games that matter, to get the seeding that you need to get so that you're playing your best basketball in February and March, depending on how long the season goes, not in December.
Right. Well, anyway, Coach, we do have some games coming up next week. We'll give Coach Mack a few more moments here as he's down there with the boys. But next week, we've got, looks like on our schedule here, we got girls basketball. Lady Mules will be at Carmi. And so that one will be on next Monday. Carmi, a good team. As far as I know, they are still undefeated. They feature one of the top players in Southern Illinois, one of the top multi-sport athletes, Caroline Simmons. Standout for volleyball, back again for her senior year. She's committed to play beach volleyball at Tennessee Tech University.
No kidding.
So facing her and Addie Elliott and Tori Ryder down there. And next Tuesday, Mules basketball. They'll be having a home opener against Flora. That'll be a Bobcat takeover. You and the boys will be taking over the live stream, so we'll have some red, black, and yellow and all that. So
we got to get him some Mules shirts.
We got to, yes.
I got lots of boys. I've got one player who set his school record for career three-pointers.
Really?
I haven't seen him play. and then I've got a couple others that played a lot of basketball, and so I know that they're very much looking forward to it. Some of them are pretty nervous to be on the broadcast. I'm going to let the guys who aren't too nervous. But,
that's right.
But yeah, home opener Flora Tuesday, and the girls are at home. Is that their home opener?
Yeah, home opener. Actually, they've already had a home game. They'll be hosting Wayne City next Thursday, 6 o'clock. And then next Friday, Mules basketball will be hosting El Dorado. That, too, will also be a Bobcat baseball takeover.
Yep.
So a couple of Bobcat takeover games there for you next week. So, again, keep an eye on the Mule Nation Facebook page, Instagram as well for information, along with the recaps following the games here. But, again, the Mules fall to Waltonville 62-48. Jake Easton again is our Kelly York Country Financial Crop Insurance Specialist player of the game. And also, we'd like to thank, if you have an opportunity, please thank these local businesses for sponsoring the live streams here on Mule Nation. We would not be here without them as well. So this is a busy time of year, big time of year for these local businesses because of the holiday season. Shop local if you can. So I saw a kid attempt to dunk right there, and I wish I could do that, but I can't. So I tried it one time and failed miserably, so never again.
Once upon a time, I used to be able to. I remember being the little kid that's way over there that was shooting hoops after the game ended, waiting for my turn to play high school basketball. But it's good to see the kids, and I look forward to seeing the little mules running around as well. Or is it Colts? Right, the mascots next week. I've actually never been to the Mule Barn.
Okay, well, looking forward to having you there, Coach. Looks like I think we must. I'm not seeing Coach McElravy at all.
Give him another minute or two. It looks like they're still in the locker room, I think.
But we'd like to remind you again here, folks. Let's take a look at the live chat here while we have a moment here. All right. Well, we want to thank here. Jimmy saying, which I thought was a great comment, saying, great game, we will be back, heads up. And they will be back.
Good word.
Also, Angela saying, great job tonight, Mule Nation. We appreciate it, Angela. Thank you. And appreciate you guys hopping on here. I know we had at least over 200 devices logged in, so we really appreciate it. And Coach Mack and the boys still out there in the locker room.
Yeah, I mean, the post-game talks can, sometimes there's life lessons being given in there as well.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. But, positives for the Mules here tonight. I thought Jake Easton, again, player of the game, had a great game tonight. I thought Owen Gruen, I thought even off the bench, Cruz Wells, I thought had a great game.
And Cruz played 2 games tonight.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he played JV and varsity. So, and Harv Kaiser had a great JV game, logged some minutes tonight in varsity, and Cooper Berg had a nice JV game. So, positives to take away. Here comes Coach Scott McElravy. I'll let him have the headset here.
All right. Coach, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right.
Thank you.
Tough one tonight, Coach. What were your overall thoughts on the game?
Too many turnovers again. Surely we'll get that better here before too long. For the 5th game in a row, the bugaboo for us is zone. I don't think we faced, but maybe a zone or 2 games worth maybe a game or 2 last year, and now we're 5 for 5. So we've got some work to do there, but a lot of our turnovers, we're trying to throw over guys that are 4 inches taller than you and things like that. And not to take anything away from them, they're a wonderful team. They could win a 2A regional this year too.
Mm-hmm.
Coach does a good job with them. The Twin Towers, they're good. Gage Peterson's very good.
Yeah.
And he showed that there in the second half.
Yeah, and a 1-3-1 is not usually the default zone you see either. It seemed like it's a little bit less common, and they were trapping in every corner.
And they had us, almost at every position height-wise. We're not super big. So we've got to, those overhead passes are tough, or those cross-court passes are tough, and we've just got to get better at that. But these kind of games make us better. We schedule an opponent that's not very good, and then you get to run all your stuff, and you're not challenged. That doesn't make you better. Like I told the kids, we won 20 games last year, and this is exactly where we are at the same time last year too. So
and this year's team, correct me if I'm wrong, is relatively less experienced compared to last year's team.
Oh, absolutely. Right? We have 1 starter back. which makes it tough.
Mhm.
But that's good for the other kids. You know, we'll get there. Like I told the kids, we'll get there if they want to get there. But you know, this is a good team. Tough place to play. It's fun. You know, I told Coach Lowry, I said, I'm wishing for you every game but one. And that game's over now. So I really like what he's got for 1A.
Coach, what did you like from your boys today? What are some individual or some collective team things that you felt like they answered the call from this week well?
Yeah, I challenged them at half, you know, because we kind of got our heads down and there at halftime, you know, we cut it close. You know, they were in foul trouble, we were in foul trouble. But then they rose.
I was in foul trouble.
Uh-huh.
I was in foul trouble.
Yeah, well, anyway. Yeah, there were a lot of fouls tonight. But we cut it to, 4 or 5 there in the third quarter, which was wonderful. So there was no head hanging or anything like that. And then some of their secondary guys made threes. You know, some of the guys, you've got to help off on the 6'6" guy. And some of those guys, their extra guys made threes. And when you can do that, when you've got the bigs on the inside, that makes it really tough to guard. So I was really proud of our kids. They didn't quit. You know, we played till the end. And, you know, like I told them, we're going to come in tomorrow. We're going to work on it. We're going to watch film. We're going to get better.
It talked about breaking Kovaci. It looks like he's been coming into his own a little bit offensively, attacking the basket. He really finishes up at the rim. Is that something you've expected from him?
We're hoping.
You're hoping.
just slowly getting there. You know, he's a confidence kid. He's a great kid.
Yes, he is.
Very good leaper. And, you know, I think it was there at the end of the Vincennes Lincoln game. He had a couple possessions like that where we needed, you know, quick scores and he did it. So we need that third score.
Takes the pressure off of Jake, who had
Jake had a
Owen.
wonderful offensive game. And Owen got in foul trouble, which was unfortunate because, boy, you can see flashes when he's in the game and he's right. He's
as good as anybody.
He's as good as anybody we've played. Yeah. And so, you know, I mean, it's we'll get there.
What's the this may be a premature question. What's the key going into next week with your opponents, and what are you guys looking forward to continuing to improve upon?
Okay, so now we're back in the conference. You know, we've got Flora at home. We've got some home games here, 3 in a row. And Flora's relatively new as well. They lost quite a few off of their team. Their best player, guard Keegan Dennis, is back. They've got a new coach, you know, so they've played over at the Carlisle Kaskaskian tournament, so we'll get some of those games, get scout ready for that. El Dorado has a few players back. Hamco's playing really well right now in their own tournament. So one game at a time, like I told the kids. We'll work on our zone offense. We'll get better.
That's right. Takes time. Play your best basketball in February, right?
That's what we hope. That's what we did last year. You know, so the hope is still there. Like I said, you know, these games, yes, it's a loss, but no, it's not the end of the year. You know, especially if you take it the right way. And we've got the kids to do it. I mean, we're going to get there. It was great to see the freshmen and the JV kids get out there to where we can get some of those kids out and playing. And
that was great.
You never know who may come up and help us from that group too.
That's right. Absolutely. Coach, thank you so much.
Hey, appreciate
Enjoy your
it.
weekend.
Appreciate it, Coach.
We'll
you
see
too.
Next week.
Thank you.
And I think that'll about wrap it up for this broadcast. Thank you so much to everybody for joining us. Again, the Mules fall to Waltonville by a score of 62-48. Alongside Derek Dunn and Alec Vaughn, I'm Matt McHugh. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Stay warm, and we will see you guys next week.
Take care, guys. Bye-bye.